MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Just be in the moment, kind of take it day by day. I'm not too sure, what's going on here, if I'm playing, if I'm not playing, but I'll be ready no matter what, and it's super exciting to get in.
That is Cam Dineen, who's had a wonderful season playing for Keith Gretzky and Colin Chalk down in Bakersfield. 9 goals, 43 points in 59 games this year. He'll play his second game this season for the Oilers. He's on an emergency recall. We bring a border inside the game analyst, Rob Brown. Hello, Rob. How you doing?
Well, I'm a little nervous right now, Bob.
Why is that? Did you take Justin Rose or Rory?
Well, I'm cheering for Rory. I like Rose, too. I'm cheering for Rory just because if he doesn't win, I just don't want to see the press and all the social media and everything go pile on again. So I'm hoping that Rory can find a way to win this.
Now, is he not a popular golfer in the tour, or is that why they'd go after him?
He's the most popular, yeah.
He's the most
popular. Yeah.
So why would they go after him? Just because?
Well, because it's been 10 years. He's been chasing this the all 4 majors for 10 years, and so there's the pundits that say he's not strong enough mentally. He collapses all the time, and this will just add to the fire. So I'm hoping Rory McIlroy can get it done.
Well, I always say never write an athlete off, and I'd like to tell you I know a lot about golf, and most people know I don't know a lot about hockey, let alone golf. So, but you know what I know a lot? The Oilers have made the playoffs 6 straight years in a row. The Jets have bounced back after getting bounced in the first round last year. Both teams sitting out several players. If it was playoffs, a bunch of other guys would be in. But tonight's about the old Pet Shop Boys song, Lots of Opportunities.
There is. It's funny. At one point, the Oilers when everyone came back, it's who's going to be out of the lineup, which players are trying to fight. The third line guys are trying to fight against the fourth line guys who are trying to fight against the guys who have been healthy scratches. With all the injuries that the players have had, guys are scratching and clawing that, maybe I'll be on a second line. Maybe I'll be on a second power play unit. Maybe I'll be playing in the top 6. There's so many injuries right now that players are trying to be noticed in the right way and earn the trust of the coaching staff, because this Oiler team, it's slept rock right now. What could go wrong has gone wrong. And it's almost like they've gotten the last 4 years of injuries that they didn't have all piled on at one time. So, there's a lot of opportunities for players to show what they can do. And to me, the biggest thing that's happening in tonight's game for the Edmonton Oilers will be Stuart Skinner.
Sure.
I think at one point, and I heard you talking earlier, and I agree, I think he is your number 1 guy and will probably start game 1. That's if he has 2 good games in a row.
All right,
he's going to play 2 of the last 3.
I hope you get your wish on the golf. Let me know. Text me, because we got a game on them. They don't have any of the Masters on here right now. Rob Brown will join Bryn Griffiths during the end of the roll, first and second intermission. That's our Ford keys to the game. The key tonight is the performance of Stuart Skinner. Ford is the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers, built Ford proud. Cam Moon is ready to go. He has been pumped and jacked and stoked, and ever since, 10:15 on Friday night. I mean, I knew where he was at 11:30 at Friday night, because I know where he is after every game. But anyhow, look, it's going to be the Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets. Coming up next on 40 Oilers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the Century Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino. Come for the action. Stay for the fun.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage.
You want to go?
Counseling services.
Let's go!
dental coverage,
That was not offside.
and eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace. Repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
Portage College graduates are incredibly employable. How does Portage know? 99% of employers surveyed said they would hire a Portage grad. Get career ready at Portage College. Learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca.
On guard for thee.
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Oilers on the road tonight. They are in Winnipeg to take on the Jets. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Brendan Escott. We are the Oilers Radio Network, and our starting lineup, it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Matthias Janmark with Vasily Podkolzin and Victor Arvidsson. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Troy Stetcher in goal. It's Stuart Skinner. For the Jets, Vladislav Nemesnikov with Nino Niederreiter and Cole Perfetti up front. On defense, Logan Stanley and Colin Miller in goal. It's Eric Comrie. The referees, Chris Schlenker and TJ Luxmore. Justin Johnson and Trent Noor, they're on the lines. We dropped the puck. We are underway here at the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. Miller inside his own end for the Jets, up the right wing for Perfetti. Cross ice, finds Niederreiter. He'll shoot it in, cross corner. Nemesnikov along the right wing will roll the puck over to the left side. It goes to the top of the circle, getting it out, Arvidsson. It'll go to Nurse. Nurse down the left wing, long shot off the glove of Comrie, comes free, and Stanley up to Niederreiter, hit him, goes inside the Jets line, and Arvidsson down the left side. Spins around, chops it back to the blue line. Kulak with a shot, and that goes off of Comrie, and Nemesnikov will bring it out for the Jets. He's by himself, he'll shoot it in. Gloved by Skinner. In behind the net, Kulak up the right wing to Connor Brown. Brown to the Jets blue line, off the boards and in. DeMello got it up the right wing. It gets to the blue line, just out. And Connor McDavid, 7 assists in the last 2 games on the right wing to Brown. He'll go to the right wing corner. In behind the net, DeMello to the middle where he finds Scheifele. And Scheifele fans on his pass, gives it away to Connor Brown. And Brown will shoot the puck in and rims on the left wing. Along the left wing boards is Henrique. We're a minute and a half gone here. Scoreless first. Oilers in Winnipeg to face the Jets. Aya follow to center ice for Winnipeg. He'll dump it in. Out from behind his net is Emberson. He'll come up the right side. Just off of Henrique to the right wing corner to Ryan. And his shot from the sharp angle goes off of Comrie. And up the right side to center ice, it's Barron. He'll shoot it into the Edmonton zone. It's in behind the net. Cam Dineen up from Bakersfield to the American Hockey League. Up the right wing, it doesn't get out. Barron will keep it in. Emberson into the corner. Takes a hit from Tanev. Cross to Dineen. He gets bumped hard on the end boards by Appleton. On the left side, the puck gets given away to Appleton. To Barron, to the left wing corner in front of the net. That goes off of Tanev. Perry into the corner. Along the boards, Tanev to Barron, to the point, to Fleury. He'll shoot it. That's blocked on the right side. Fired wide of the net by Barron. Cleared out past Heinola and down the ice. And it's icing against Edmonton. 2 minutes, 31 seconds gone here in a scoreless first.
Just taking a look at it here, Henrique's got a little bit of a skate issue. And Brad Harrison's looking at him. It's a right side draw. So Derek Ryan, who's back in the lineup, First time since March 26th. It's the last time that Stuart Skinner played as well. Well, Ryan was going to take the draw and said it's going to be Henrique.
Okay. Puck goes to Stanley. Left side, Perfetti. Shot. Misses on the short side. Miller will keep it in on the right to Niederreiter. Niederreiter kicks it in behind the Edmonton goal. Dineen is back there. Around to Ryan, but it comes free, and Perfetti has it now for the Jets. Off the corner boards, Dineen. Up the left wing, it won't get out. Perfetti to the point, to Miller. Miller, a snapshot, that hits Skinner, and then the rebound played wide by Niederreiter, comes in front of the goal. Henrique will just push it towards Skinner. He can cover it up, and there'll be a whistle in the Edmonton zone. 3 minutes and 4 seconds gone here in a scoreless first.
Well, tough first shift for some veteran players there, and when I mean veteran, 39-year-old Corey Perry, 35-year-old Adam Henrique, and 38-year-old Derek Ryan, and they were out with the least experienced Oilers defenseman, Dineen. And this is a little bit different boards here. It's a little tighter on ricochets around the boards and things, and Cam Dineen will get used to that.
Noah Philp to take the draw to the right of Skinner. As you had said, March 26th, his last game, 17 saves. It was a 4-3 loss to Dallas. And the puck to the blue line. Heinola to Fleury. He'll shoot it. I thought that came out.
So did I.
It was blocked. It hit Philp. He'll get it up the left side. It doesn't come out of the zone. Anderson Dolan along the boards. They'll go in behind the Edmonton net. To the point to Fleury. Fleury got it down low into the corner. Anderson Dolan's trying to get it free. Up against the boards with Philp. And it does come loose to Nurse. And he'll stop in behind the Edmonton goal. Off the right wing boards for Kapanen. Off his stick. Heinola will shoot it right back in. Skinner stops it behind the goal to Nurse. Rims on the right. Kapanen. One touches to Bouchard. Back to Kasperi Kapanen. Come through the middle of the ice. Stood up at the blue line. Had to dump it in. Stanley in behind the goal. Over to Miller. He's got Janmark pressuring him. It comes free. And Kapanen's got it to the right wing point for Ty Emberson into the high slot. Podkolzin now comes down the right side. His shot. That was blocked by Stanley. Podkolzin stays with it. Went in behind the goal and now taken away by Miller of the Jets. And he's up the right wing to center, and that's all he will get. Janmark quickly to Podkolzin. Over to Arvidsson. Tried to toe drag that to the front and couldn't. And the puck gets cleared out. Barron in over the line with Appleton to the net. The shot, and he misses short side. And that goes out of play. 4 minutes, 26 seconds gone here in a scoreless first.
And maybe lucky that Matthias Janmark didn't get called for a hook. Pretty well defended by Janmark. Emerson went to knock the puck down, and they elevated it up and over and created a 2-on-1. I think Arvidsson's got to shoot the puck right away. Pretty tough to toe drag guys at this level. Maybe unless you have a 97 or 29 in New Jersey.
Those guys seem to pull it off. Off the draw, puck goes to Sandberg. Shot it wide of the Edmonton net. Jeff Skinner wheels in front of the goal. Cross to Bouchard. Now to McDavid, as McDavid will bring it out. Sixth in the NHL scoring coming into today's action. He'll go to the right corner, now in behind the goal. Over to the left. McDavid still with it. To the blue line to Nurse. His shot, and that goes wide of the goal. Scheifele on the right wing. Got it out through center. Puck goes off a few sets of skates. Kyle Connor to the Edmonton blue line to Scheifele. Now to Connor. He'll cut to the middle. Poked off his stick before he can get a shot away. And it's Nurse to center ice, and he'll dump it in. After it is Connor Brown. Gets there first. Up the left wing. Near the blue line to Henrique. In behind the goal to Perry. Perry waits behind the Jets net. Slides over to the right side. His pass blocked. Gets it back. He's up against the end boards. DeMello got it free to Iafallo. Banks it out down the ice. It'll be on goal. Skinner's got to play it. We're scoreless. We're here in the first. The Oilers take on the Jets. Stetcher across to Dineen. Up the left wing to Perry. Directed it in. Comrie out to play it. Goes into the right wing corner. Derek Ryan will swing it back to the point to Dineen. In behind the net goes past Ryan and Heinola up the left side for the Jets to center to Appleton, and it goes into the Edmonton zone. Dineen right through the middle of the ice, and we'll loop back into the Edmonton end. It's over 6 minutes gone here, scoreless first. Oilers and the Jets. Dineen will shoot it in off the glass. Logan Stanley in behind his goal, up the left wing to Nemesnikov. Now to Niederreiter, hit Max Jones with it. It'll go all the way back into the Jet zone. Hale off the boards. Doesn't get it out. Kept in by Kapanen. Down the right side to Philp. To the point. Emerson shot. Blocked in front of the goal by Nemesnikov. Niederreiter to center. To Nemesnikov. Into the Edmonton end on the right wing. Toninato shot. Or make that Perfetti shot. Glove save made by Skinner. And he's going to hold on to it. We're going to take a break. 6 minutes, 36 seconds gone here in a scoreless first as the Oilers take on the Jets. From the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca. All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Scoreless here in the first, the Oilers and the Jets. Tonight's Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of every kid deserves a shot. Inspiring and empowering 100,000 kids in OilCountry to reach their full potential, both on and off the ice, through the power and spirit of hockey. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/5050 to support. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the left of Stuart Skinner. Skinner's 50th appearance of the season. He's 24-18-4 coming into this one. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Emberson up the right wing past Arvidsson and out. Stanley over to Niederreiter. Long shot wide of the Edmonton goal. Nemesnikov on the right wing. Pressured by Kulak, and it's smacked up the left wing out to center, and Janmark will give it to Kulak in the Edmonton zone. Left wing to Janmark to Kulak. He's got room through the middle. To Podkolzin into the Jets end. And towards the net, went off a stick, up in the air, gloved by Comrie, and he'll hold on.
Eric Comrie's had an interesting career with the Jets. He's a former Jets pick. I remember being in Penticton when he was there in the rookie tournament. His father, of course, is Edmonton businessman Bill Comrie. And
remember that game he played against the Oilers?
He was unreal. And
46 saves.
Mike Comrie had 2 stints with the Oilers. And technically, we all know the story. Bill lost his first wife, and Mike lost his mom, and Bill got remarried. And Eric's, obviously, Mike's half-brother. He's just battled with it. He's always been a good kid. Played great for Tri-City Americans. And our good friend that ran that organization for years, Bob Torrey, out in Tri-City, represented by Edmonton's Rich Winter. And we're all cheering for Eric. He's been a wonderful guy over the years to deal with.
Iafallo goes in behind his goal, left side. Sandberg, he'll get it out through center ice. McDavid for Edmonton. To Jeff Skinner, just goes off the end of his stick. And Iafallo can't connect with Kyle Connor. And the puck hits center ice. On the right wing, Scheifele makes a move, gets in over the line. He was looking for Connor. That's blocked. Penalty coming up to the Oilers. And it's going to be a tripping call. And going to the box for Edmonton is Jeff Skinner.
So the Jets had the best power play in the NHL virtually all season long. And guess what? They're still number 1 in the league at 29.3%, but they're only 20th in the league since the Four Nations face-off. The Oilers, part of the reason why the Jets' power play was so good and Edmonton's penalty killing was so bad was the first game of the year where the Jets touched them up. And Edmonton's penalty killing this is the highest it's been all season. It's up to 16th in the league at 78.4%.
15 of 15 in the last 7 games of the Edmonton Oilers on the PK. And the Oilers penalty kill is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner.
Got to win draws.
Iafallo won that one. Miller has it right wing to Connor, now to Scheifele in front of the net. And Iafallo put that one just off a stature and the puck in the right corner. Connor back to the point. Miller's shot. That pinball's wide of the Edmonton goal. Scheifele to the left wing corner for Perfetti. Now to Connor on the right. To Miller. To Kyle Connor, right side. His shot saved by Skinner. Connor gets it back to the blue line to Miller. Now to Kyle Connor. To the blue line to Miller. Tried to pass it. Lost it to Henrique. He's got room and time. He'll get it down the ice.
Talked about winning draws. The Oilers lost the draw, and the Jets got a 4:40 seconds to work with in the Oilers D zone.
8:20 gone here. Scoreless first. Oilers and the Jets. And center ice, Kyle Connor. On the right to Appleton, broken up. Connor Brown will get it out. Scheifele winds it up. Gathers speed, comes down the left wing. Off the left wing boards it in. Kulak turns into the corner. He and Scheifele up against the boards. Try to get it free, and Brown gets it free for Edmonton and clears it down the ice. Edmonton can make a change. 45 seconds left to go in the penalty to Jeff Skinner. He's off for tripping. Hayden Fleury through the middle for Winnipeg. To Niederreiter. Now to Nemesnikov at the Edmonton blue line. Lost it. Arvidsson will shoot it down the ice.
I haven't seen Arvidsson a lot on the PK. He started the year on the PK. He's out with his third unit right now just because there's been so many injuries. Obviously, Nugent Hopkins part of penalty killing first unit.
Niederreiter hit by Arvidsson. Appleton went to shoot it in. Goes right to Nurse, and he'll sail it down the ice. Penalty over in 10 seconds. Fleury out from behind his net and through the middle of the ice for Winnipeg. To the Edmonton blue line, but taken away by Janmark. He'll get it out. Penalty is done. Skinner's back out there. Jets 0 for 1 with a man advantage. And Skinner will come up with a puck in the Winnipeg zone. His pass to the middle, and over to the right wing it goes. For McDavid to Perry. Just missed him in the slot. And out to center and down the left wing is Barron. Barron lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard will get it out through the middle to Skinner. Into the Jet zone. Right wing to Perry. Perry looks to the net. His shot is wide. Rims on the left. Bouchard on the left wing point. It's over halfway gone here in a scoreless first. Across the slot to Kulak on the right wing. A snapshot pad save made by Comrie. And Barron will weave it up to center ice and then dump it in. Skinner to Kulak on the left wing, and now in behind the Edmonton net to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard has got points in 3 straight. 5th in defenseman scoring coming into tonight's action. Snap a long pass up the left to Kapanen. He'll get in over the line with Philp. The pass, that's off his stick. It goes to the right corner. Philp to the middle, just off of Kapanen. And Stanley will one-hand it up the right wing and get it out. And here's Iafallo into the Oiler end. To the left wing corner he goes. Taking him to the boards with Stetcher. Philp gets a loose puck. Makes a move in the slot. Now skates out to center ice. Runs into Miller. It's brought back in. Connor down the left side. A shot off the arm of Stuart Skinner, and that goes out of play. We got 9 minutes to go here in a scoreless first period. The Oilers and the Jets have get to the Life Center in Winnipeg. We'll be right back. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Heard of Uline?
You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, and no interest for 1 year.
This is as close to a similar broadcast booth as what we had at the old Rexall places there is in the NHL. It's awesome.
Great location.
Great place to do a game from here.
I agree. Scoreless here in the first. Puck rimmed down the ice by Nurse. It's icing against Edmonton. Could you imagine the fever if these two teams played?
Well,
in
I'd be all for that.
Final.
I got a lot of respect for Chris McFarland in Colorado and Kelly McCrimmon in Vegas, but
could you imagine what it would be like?
Nothing would be better if Edmonton ended up in a situation where they're playing the Jets in the conference final. I'll take that. And I know the Jets have got Connor Hellebuck, but how good would that be for Canada?
It'd be crazy. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Derek Ryan taking the try against Nemesnikov. Goes to Niederreiter along the boards. Stetcher trying to jam the puck free. Perfetti, and he will go all the way to the right wing point. Fleury off the boards, but Derek Ryan there for Edmonton, but it won't get out. Comes in front to Niederreiter. The backhand, he put it just wide. What a chance for Nino Niederreiter. It's near the top of the circle, and it comes out of the zone.
Oh, Derek, that's a bad turnover by him, and the Oilers got lucky.
Janmark will bring it out to Arvidsson. Lost it. The Jets line goes back for it, and that whole thing went offside. Oh, Niederreiter was all alone. He goes to the backhand, just missed the net. But a good chance for Winnipeg.
Derek will tell you he's got to make a better player on the wall than that, no question.
Yeah. Perfetti one-touched it to Niederreiter.
He had him.
Yeah, he had him. So we're still at zeros. First and only time the Oilers play in Winnipeg this year. The previous two games were in Edmonton.
Last time we were here was preseason.
That's right.
And we did think that there would be two playoff-bound teams. I don't know if any of us thought that. I thought the Jets would be better. In fact, I thought they'd be, if you recall, significantly better. I didn't think they'd be in first place in the conference. Mind you, they weren't that bad during the regular season last year.
That's true. They were good. Got ousted in the first round.
They got run over in the first round.
Yeah, they did. Sandberg get the puck in on the right to Scheifele. To Iafallo on the right side. Through the middle. It goes off of Bouchard. Connor Brown to the blue line to Nurse. His pass hits the stick of Scheifele. And it goes down into the Jet zone. Comrie to play it. Brown will keep it in. Right wing corner. McDavid to the blue line to Bouchard. And that one off into Mello just went wide of the net. McDavid on the end board, centering pass through the slot to the left wing point. Bouchard towards the goal, saved by Comrie. And it's on the left wing. Brown to McDavid. Left side, top of the circle, stops. And makes a move to get away from Sandberg. Pass to the middle, picked off by Iafallo. And he'll go in behind his goal, now bring it out for the Jets. Across to Sandberg, he'll go off for a change. Will Iafallo. Sandberg to DeMello. 7:10 to go here in a scoreless first as the Oilers take on Winnipeg. Up the left wing, Barron softly rolls the puck to the left wing corner in the Edmonton zone. Kulak across to Arvidsson. A little backhand pass to Emberson, but too far for him. And it's center ice, shot in by Appleton. Kulak goes in behind the goal. Tanev right on him. Through the middle, got it out. Played back in by Stanley. Emberson on the left wing to Kulak. Will get to center through the middle. Now in over the Jet line. Top of the circle. Lost it. It's flipped out. So Stetcher will take a shot at it. Go in over the line. Left wing to Perry. Towards the net. He won't get a shot. It comes loose. Poked on goal. And the save by Comrie as Noah Philp came in there and jammed that thing to the net. And that was a pretty good shot.
Good play in tight, good anticipation by Philp, and Comrie fought it off with a solid stop. Wow. Almost had his first NHL goal.
Almost did. Gustafsson thought he had time, and he didn't. Philp came flying in there and got a good shot on net. The faceoff will be to the right of Eric Comrie. And Philp will take the draw for the Oilers. Philp, 30 points in Bakersfield this year. This is his 15th game with the Oilers. And Gustafsson will come in to take the draw. Wins it. Heinola behind the net, up the left wing to Toninato. Toninato to center ice, snaps it in off the linesman. Puck goes into the left wing corner. Anderson Dolan up against the boards. Stetcher got it loose. Gets it out off the left side. Fleury's got a retreat in his own end up the left wing to Gustafsson. To Toninato to Gustafsson. He'll shoot it in off the right corner boards. Deneen, yeah, got that out to center ice. Now to Kapanen, to Phil. Into the jet zone. He's trying to drive towards the net. Just poked off his stick, but he gets it back. Pass to the blue line, and Toninato was able to direct it out. Max Jones will shoot it back in. Heinola with it. Roll it back into his own zone to Fleury. 5.5 to go here. Scoreless first. Oilers taking on the Jets. Hayden Fleury still with it in his own end. Up the left wing off of Nemesnikov. Nurse will spin it around to Podkolzin. Nemesnikov on him. Threw it across the line. Stepping up is Sandberg. Off the left wing boards into the Edmonton end. Nurse on the right wing. It'll go to the top of the circle. Sandberg keeps it in to Niederreiter. Niederreiter in the right corner. Hit by Nurse. Now to Perfetti. And Perfetti out of the right corner to Niederreiter on the left to left wing point. Sandberg shot. That goes off a Nurse. It's loose. It's in the slot. It's in skates. They're trying to get it free. Niederreiter couldn't get the handle. Bouchard who wheel behind the goal. Left wing to Podkolzin, back to Bouchard. He's got Nemesnikov all over him. Bouchard trying to hold him away. Bouchard with the puck along the boards. It goes behind the net. Niederreiter, he steals his pass in front of the net. It's blocked. It goes to the right corner. Nemesnikov to the blue line to DeMello. In behind the net to Niederreiter. His pass to the middle of the ice off of Nurse. Niederreiter's got it in behind the goal.
Big hit.
He drilled Nemesnikov. Perfetti has it left wing. Around to DeMello. And then Nurse was there to shoot it down the ice. Will be icing against Edmonton. With 4:11 to go in a scoreless first period. And the Jets with a lot of zone time on that last shift. No chances out of it, really, but or at least shots on net.
Well, the puck was just sitting there. Bouchard and Nurse were tied up by one Winnipeg player. Then Nurse went on his knees and couldn't fish the puck out of there.
And the Jets never got a shot out of it. Nurse will rim it, get it out. Miller across the center ice line to Stanley. Shoot the puck in off the glass. Nurse goes behind the goal. Up the left wing to Jeff Skinner. At center ice, off the boards and in. It's in behind the net. Skinner gets it in front of the goal. The backhand put wide by McDavid.
It's a wide open net he missed. Wow.
McDavid to the point for Kulak. He'll shoot it tipped just wide by Connor Brown. Great chances here for Edmonton. The puck along the right wing. Skinner to McDavid. To the left wing point. Kulak to Stetcher. Down the right side to McDavid. Will make a few moves. He'll get it into the slot. Skinner turns his shot. Saved by Comrie. The puck back to the point. Nobody there for Edmonton. Kulak's got to go after it in his own end. And up the right wing, it's Perry. We're scoreless in the first period. 3:10 to go in the opening frame as Perry comes in on the right side. His shot off the stick of Sandberg. Deneen keeps it in on the left wing. It goes in behind the Jets net. Tanev into the corner. Across to DeMello, but Henrique takes him hard to the corner boards. Ryan back to the point. Deneen to Emberson. A shot saved made by Comrie. And Barron up the right side for the Jets to center. He'll shoot it in off the glove of Stuart Skinner. Right wing is Tanev to the point. Nobody there for the Jets. They'll go all the way down the ice.
Henrique looks like he might have tweaked something. Keep an eye on that.
Heinola to Fleury in his own end to Heinola behind the goal. Up the left wing to the point where Bouchard keeps it in for Edmonton. It comes to the line over the stick of Bouchard and out. And it's in the neutral zone. happening. The Nurse will have to take it in behind his own net. Stop back there. Gustafson just beyond the Edmonton crease. Nurse off the right wing boards. To center ice. It goes to Philp. He'll come into the Jet zone. His shot. That's off of Comrie over to the left side to the top of the circle. And Anderson Dolan will get it out. Anderson Dolan into the Edmonton zone. That's poked off his stick. And Stetcher will skate up the right wing. At center ice, he shoots it in. Comrie can't stop it behind the goal. Just past Jones, though. Anderson Dolan will get it out. Minute 40 to go here. Scoreless first. The Oilers in Winnipeg. Stetcher at center ice on the right side, just over the blue line of Winnipeg. And shoot the puck to the left for Podkolzin. Now to the right side it goes. Anderson Dolan had to deal with Stetcher in from the point. Nemesnikov to the middle of the ice to Miller, and he will get it out. Kulak gets passed through center ice. Nobody there for Edmonton. Is Nemesnikov now to Niederreiter into the Oiler end. On the right wing, the centering pass. Oh, that's saved by Stuart Skinner. Perfetti put it through the middle. Niederreiter directed it on goal. And a great save made by Skinner, and he covers it up. We're going to take a break. 1:08 to go here in a scoreless first. The Oilers in Winnipeg. From the Canada Life Center, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. And there it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back!
Looking for top-notch dry cleaning? Riverbend Cleaners in Edmonton have been family-owned for over 40 years. They're experts in tailoring, wedding gown cleaning, and leather and suede care. From coveralls to curtains to jeans and jerseys, they do it all. Enjoy the convenience of free pickup and delivery, as well as corporate discounts. Trust Riverbend Cleaners for quality service that's been a local favorite for decades. Visit them at 560 Riverbend Square or call 780-988-6685. Riverbend Cleaners, where experience meets exceptional care.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fruit shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg, Oilers and Jets scoreless, 1:08 to go in the first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Face off from the Oiler end to the right of Stuart Skinner. You're saying Rory McIlroy won the Masters in a playoff?
In a playoff, so he's got the career Grand Slam. Told by Rob Brown he's one of the most popular golfers out there. Did not know that.
I wouldn't know that either.
I just used to pick Tiger all the time 20 years ago when I was in the pool.
Connor with a shot off the left wing, save made by Skinner. And Brown will get to center ice for Edmonton. He'll dump it in. Sandberg to the end boards. Had to deal with McDavid. McDavid will center it. Skinner shot, saved by Comrie. Jeff Skinner stymied by Eric Comrie. And the puck brought in on the right wing. Iafallo. 43 seconds to go in the period. On the right side. To Scheifele now, left wing corner. Scheifele turning and through the middle, past Iafallo. McDavid will wind it up through the middle of the ice. He'll get to center. He'll make a move. He'll get in over the line. The shot, and that's kicked out by Comrie. McDavid gets his own rebound. To the point, he was looking for Nurse. Hit the stick of Iafallo and came out. 15 seconds to go in the period. Bouchard at center. It's cross-ice pass. Jammed in to the zone by Ryan. Sandberg's just going to wait. Period will end. Oilers and Jets. Pretty even period. Both teams had decent chances to score. Both goaltenders. Stuart Skinner at one end.
Made some stops.
And Eric Comrie at the other. Yeah, they both made some stops. And we are at zeros after 20 minutes here at the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. Oilers Oilers with a couple of losses against the Jets this year. One was in overtime. One was that start of the season, which was 6-0 game. But, yeah.
It's always interesting watching the coaches walk across the ice to start the period, eh?
Oh, the walk after is not bad because the ice is all hacked up. But at the beginning, they have to come out from cross corner, and it's fresh ice, and you're wearing dress shoes. It's a pretty dangerous walk.
We should have Corey Perry downstairs, so we'll just stay tuned on that.
Yeah, we will. That's what we are aiming to do here, yes. In theory, that's what we have coming up. But, yeah, both goaltenders, and Corey should be here shortly as the Oilers outshoot the Jets 10-7 in that first period.
Good back half of that period. The Oilers got their feet moving, and away they went. So we have Corey downstairs? Nope. Okay.
Not quite.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go.
Now we got him.
He just wanted to get his results from the Masters. Did you PVR it, or do you want to know who won?
I don't know. Who won?
What's that?
Who won?
Rory McIlroy won in a playoff.
Oh, there you go. That's nice for him.
Well, there's something to be said for vintage guys, and so we're going to have some fun with you. You've been at this a long time. Have you ever played on a line with a 35, 38, and 39-year-old? Because let's just say there's lots of experience and guile on that line. You know what I'm saying, Corey?
I know what you're saying. I might have to go one up. I played with Pat Maroon and Pierre-Edouard Bellemare in Tampa, so I don't know what the combined age is there, but it'd be pretty close.
Corey, what'd you think of that first period here against the Jets?
They came out. They had some momentum. I think we found our legs and started to move the puck and play in the offensive zone a little bit. And we created some chances. There's some pucks laying there, and we just got capitalizing those.
So you're a 39-year-old guy. You've had 5 fights officially this year. 17 goals this season, which has been excellent. You're a plus player, and it's an early game, and you're out there for a 9:30 optional skate. Does that just tell everybody how much you love hockey that you're out there?
I don't know if it tells anybody. It just makes me feel better. I didn't skate yesterday. It was kind of a quiet day. Got to watch my kid play a couple games yesterday, and then got on a flight to come here. So it was a quiet day that way. So I wanted to get the body moving, and if it's kind of ingrained, you don't skate the day before. You skate on in the morning on a game day. So or vice versa. You skate yesterday, you don't skate today. So it's just who I am, and I just want to be part of the team, and it's just want to be at the rink around the guys.
Well,
awesome.
Looking good out there. Thanks for doing this, Corey.
Thanks, Corey.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, there's Corey Perry downstairs.
Yeah, so Edmonton did back half of that period, and McDavid probably should have had a goal, and had the puck kind of roll off the toe of his stick, and then bang, play it down for Jeff Skinner right at the end of the period. So the Oilers had some good looks. Winnipeg's got a good team. Both teams are without some good players, and we're having a good hockey game, so let's keep at it.
That's right. We're having fun through 20. And you know who's going to have fun in the intermission? Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown. And they got it for you when we come back. Scoreless after 20 minutes here from the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. Oilers and Jets. We'll be right back. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
880 Chad and Jubilations Dinner Theater want to celebrate you. Join Eileen Bell April 23rd for Listener Appreciation Night and enjoy highbrow hilarity with the Big Bang Parody, a musical. Visit 880ched.com for your chance to win. Then get ready to eat, drink, and stink as Qualico presents Sorrentino's 33rd Garlic Festival, supporting Alberta Lungs Breathing Space. Visit garlicfest.ca to learn more.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
In over the line, left wing to Perry, towards the net. He won't get a shot. It comes loose, poked on goal, and the save by Comrie as Noah Philp came in there and jammed that thing to the net, and that was a pretty good shot.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the first intermission. Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown, Studio B in Edmonton on a beautiful afternoon. After 20 minutes of play, we are scoreless in Winnipeg between the Jets and the Oilers. Brownie, the Jets came out pretty strong in the early part of the first period, but the Oilers bounced back big time by the midway point. That was a pretty good period.
Yeah, it was entertaining when you think about the number of players that aren't in the lineup for both these teams. There's an all-star team that is sitting out, but the players that are in, they competed, they battled. There was usually, when you're missing a lot of regulars, there's some mistakes. And we did see some big mistakes in that period. Both teams had wide open chances in front. Just the player and the goalie. I mean, the one you saw Connor McDavid by himself and misses the open net. So that usually happens if there was a big mistake made before that. But both goalies excellent. And to me, this is not a huge start for Eric Comrie. He's the backup goalie for the Winnipeg Jets and will be come playoff time. It's a big start for Stuart Skinner as he tries to get back his form, feel healthy. He was excellent in that first 20 minutes. He made a couple big saves, battled well. So I think it's only 20 minutes in, but it was a good start for Stuart Skinner.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about that. The other thing, too, I don't recall ever hearing the word concussion officially out on the situation with Stuart Skinner, but his neck injury there was a bit of a strain there from talking to Stu, but I thought he had really great mobility for his first game back. Did you feel the same way?
Well, yeah, but your goaltender's not coming back and playing unless he's got 100% mobility. So you knew that wasn't going to be an issue. What you worry about a little bit is rust, reading the plays. Everything's going to be quicker because it's a game instead of a practice. And he looked comfortable that way. So it's just about he's healthy. It's just about him finding his game. And I thought he looked very good in that first 20 minutes.
I thought Noah Philp actually played pretty well there in that first period. He's looking for his first goal. Almost had it there.
He did. That was a colossal mistake made by the Winnipeg Jets. 5 Winnipeg Jets. None of them touched the puck or
nobody.
The puck, and Philp came in and almost scored a goal. He's been well. He played very well since his call-up. I think if everyone is healthy, he's on the outside come playoffs, but the Oilers aren't healthy. So he and a bunch of other players who are in the bottom 6 are pushing for a chance to play come next Saturday or Sunday whenever the playoffs start. And I thought he's had an excellent, what is that now, 7 periods that he's played for the Oilers, playing very well.
Yeah, and looking for goal number 1, too. The other thing, Bob was commenting on the fact that Adam Henry appeared to tweak something late in that period, and I could almost hear a collective uh-oh from Oiler Nation out there. Could have been an equipment issue. I don't know. Did you see him late in that
I'm guessing
first period?
On that one, Bryn, I'm guessing it was the shot from the point from Emerson. Probably clipped him on the way by. And, yeah, those usually just sting. And you take a moment to get your bearings. And once you get your bearings, all right, I'm good. So I would imagine you will see him to start the second period, and it won't be an issue going forward.
Shots on goal through the opening period. The Oilers out shooting the Jets 10-7. We are scoreless, 0-0 after 1 period of play. Okay, so more of the same from the Oilers in the second period, or what do you think they'll be working on coming out here for the second frame?
Well, I think that there was a lot of good things from the Oilers in the first 20 minutes. The compete level was there, the battle level. They were winning races, moving their feet. When they don't have the same skill level as they normally would have, as there's a lot of players out of the lineup, but you can't take away the work ethic. And I think that in the first 20 minutes was very good. They'll want to continue with that. So I think Chris Knobloch will be very happy with his first 20 minutes by his team, and I hope that they can continue as they did in the second half of the first period.
Had to kill off one penalty, too, the Skinner penalty there. It looked like you're taking on the number 1 power play in the league. They're just under 30%. So for the most part, hey, the fact that you kept them off the score sheet is a positive. Did you see anything else there?
Well, no, it's for the Oilers to have a long run in the playoffs. And I know that Jack talked about it during the first period, and we've talked about it many times too. Penalty killing is huge. To me, it was the reason that they were able to win was 18 in a row last year. The reason they were able to go to the Stanley Cup Finals, their penalty killing was excellent in the second half of the season, and it started to pick up again. So when you get to the playoffs, normally the teams that you're playing against have pretty good power plays, so you better be able to stem the momentum that they can gain off that. And the Edmonton's penalty killing as of late has been very, very good.
Okay, Rob, thanks. We'll talk to you coming up in the second intermission. We will take a break and come right back. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
Proudly headquartered in Oil Country, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow, creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Edmonton police say a 30-year-old man was killed this morning when a Lexus SUV he was driving lost control, struck a tree, and rolled as he was westbound on 72nd Avenue approaching 114th Street. No one else was hurt, with speed believed to have been a factor. Federal NDP leader Jagmeet Singh campaigned in the Northern Ontario city of Timmins this morning. Singh accused other major party leaders of failing to adequately address Indigenous issues in the election, challenging the Liberals and Conservatives to make them a fundamental and important issue in the campaign. Elsewhere, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre promised to introduce new legislation if elected that would tighten transparency rules for elected officials. He and Liberal leader Mark Carney were both set to appear on a popular Quebec talk show tonight. And a Minecraft movie is already the highest grossing Hollywood release of 2025 after just 2 weeks in theaters. The film starring Jack Black and Jason Momoa has now earned more than $550 million worldwide. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Blue-collar work deserves big-dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit HeavyMetalEquipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
It's game on at City Ford. With an all-star lineup of Ford favorites. Save up to $7,000 on select 2025 Escapes and up to $6,000 on 2025 Bronco Sports. Or finance at 0% for up to 60 months.
Plus, save up to $12,000 on select 2025 F-150s or finance at 0% for up to 72 months.
Spin the wheel and win an iPad, barbecue, Costco card, a smoker, and more.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trail Blade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
At the
The Intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back in Studio B. Time to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Final scores from this afternoon. It was the Islanders blanking New Jersey 1-0. Bo Horvat with his 28th of the season. That was the only goal of that hockey game. Went to overtime in Ottawa, where the Senators beat Philadelphia 4-3. Tim Studla with 2 goals and 1 assist in that one, and Anton Forsberg posted the victory between the pipes, making 29 saves. Boston Bruins 4-1 over Pittsburgh as well. It was David Pastrnak with 2 assists in that one, and Lindholm with the goal in that game as well for Boston. Toronto 4-1 over Carolina. John Tavares with his 38th, Austin Matthews with his 31st, and William Nylander with his 45th. Leafs were not dressing in a quiet lineup at all in that game. Right now, we can tell you that Buffalo is trailing Tampa 5-2. That one is after 2 periods of play. And the Columbus Blue Jackets have come back. They now have a 2-1 lead on the Washington Capitals. That one also after 2. Elsewhere tonight, San Jose is in Calgary, and Colorado is in Anaheim to take on the Ducks. And if you missed the Masters this afternoon, it was Rory McIlroy completing the Grand Slam, the 6th player to do that, winning his Masters title today on the first playoff hole over Justin Rose. And that is your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Hang in there. The second period is up next at the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the Intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Hey, Edmonton. Ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in-store for details.
Live sky high with remarkable units for rent and for sale at Sky Signature Suites. Currently offering amazing incentives on 1- and 2-bedroom rentals, featuring designer finishes, resort-like amenities, and breathtaking views. All of this and more within the heart of Ice District, Edmonton's best address for shopping, dining, entertainment, and fun. Visit SkySignatureSuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here at the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. Oilers and Jets getting ready for the second period. The game's still at zeros. And that Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's Oilers 50-50 jackpot sitting at $51,000 right now and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. We dropped the puck. We're underway in the second period as Nita Ryder will shoot it into the Edmonton zone. Stuart Skinner out of his net, rimming it. It goes off of Nita Ryder. Right to Philp. We'll get it to center, and they're going to say that was knocked down by a high stick as Jones touched it, and we get the whistle just 16 seconds into the second. The Oilers and the Jets are scoreless here. The shot's 10-7 in favor of Edmonton. Connor McDavid out onto the ice with Jeff Skinner and Connor Brown.
Just caught up with one of the great guys ever in the journey along the way that I've had the privilege of broadcasting games of, and that's Matt Hendricks, who's now in a significant role at the Minnesota Wild organization. Of course, played for the Jets after he played at Edmonton. Just an unbelievable character.
Puck brought in over the Edmonton blue line. Shifley behind the net to Iafallo. His pass to the middle broken up by Jeff Skinner. And Skinner through the middle of the ice to Nurse. Now on the right to Brown into the Jet zone. On goal, the shot And a blocker save made by Comrie. DeMello goes behind his net for the Jets. Up the left wing to Iafallo. Checked by McDavid. In front of the net to Brown. Scores! Connor Brown gets the pass from McDavid. And it's 1-0 Edmonton.
Great backtrack from Connor McDavid. If you're a Jet partisan, you're saying, was that stick parallel on Iafallo from McDavid? You don't call it. And Connor to Connor. And Connor Brown's got his 13th goal of the season and his 30th point. The Oilers with a 1-0 lead.
We're 59 seconds into the second period. And Brown with a little move went to the backhand and stick side on Comrie. And McDavid's got 8 assists in the last 3 games.
It's not bad, that guy.
Not bad.
And he could have a couple more points tonight.
Shot into the Edmonton zone. Stetcher off the glass and out. That's going to go down the ice. It'll be icing against the Oilers. But a strip of the puck there by McDavid right up near the blue line.
He can do that, right?
Yes.
Like he's just... And Connor Brown's... I mean, this is a contract year for him. Of course, he had a heavily bonus-induced contract last year. Hit the home run on it after really having some challenges recovering from that torn ACL. He's been a much better player this season. He was a good player in the playoffs last year for the Oilers. Excellent on the penalty kill. Look out.
Brown's got goals in 3 straight for Edmonton as it is chopped out to the neutral.
Who's he played on the line with?
Exactly. Yeah, the guy with 8 assists. And the puck off the stick of Podkolzin goes into Jets territory. And it's Podkolzin on the right all the way across to Arvidsson. Oh, went off the heel of his stick. Now he has it left. And went to float it towards the net. It's blocked. Podkolzin to Arvidsson on the left wing. Top of the circle in Jets territory. To Podkolzin to the point for Kulak. Off the corner boards. And Fleury got to it just before Janmark. Right wing for Perfetti. Hit. And the puck goes to the blue line where Kulak can keep it in. Heinola in the left wing corner. 1-0 Oilers lead. And the puck, Podkolzin to Arvidsson on the right wing. So 2 minutes gone here in the second. Connor Brown, the goal scorer for the Oilers. Perfetti's trying to get it out. He can't. Janmark will shoot it on net. Comrie the save. And he'll hold on. There'll be a face-off in the Jet zone.
Well, Adam Henrique, we were concerned he took a little bit of a bump late in the first period, but he's out here to start the second period on the line with Derek Ryan, Corey Perry.
Off to the right of Comrie. Good to catch up with Corey Perry after the first period. Always a good guest. Henrique will take the draw against Barron. Well, that was the idea. Henrique's out of the face-off circle. So it'll be Derek Ryan. All right. Puck goes top of the circle. Perry to the blue line. For Dineen, his shot off the stick of Ryan. It goes to the left wing corner of the Jet zone. Ryan to Henrique. Around to the right. Flying in from the right was Emberson. Good speed, and he kept it in. Miller on the end boards. To the middle of the ice. Barron there for the Jets to center ice for Appleton. Appleton off the right wing. Could not get it deep. Ryan will scoop it up into the air and get it out to center ice. It's at the neutral zone on the left wing. Bump back to Stanley inside his own blue line for the Jets. Left side to Tanev, just got it in. Appleton towards the net, and it's kicked out by Skinner.
This line's got to get off the ice here.
Dineen up the left wing, out of the middle. On the right side to Emberson. He'll shoot it in. Puck gets into the left wing corner. Fleury up the boards. It'll get to the blue line, but McDavid keeps it inside the zone, but only for a minute. Gustafsson will get it out. Right side to Anderson Dolan. Knocked away from him. It comes out. Gustafsson will shoot it in.
As well defended by Darnell. They had a chance for a jailbreak, and Nurse helped break it up.
Bouchard to center ice. Will shoot it in. Comrie out of his net to DeMello in the right wing corner. Through the middle, up in the air, and it was Bouchard to keep it in, but it goes right to DeMello. Cross ice to Fleury. Fleury on the left wing. Bounce it into the Edmonton zone. Nurse up the left side. 3:45 gone here in the second. 1-0 Oilers lead. And the goal scorer in this game, Connor Brown, gets into the Jet zone on the left, around to Max Jones, right wing corner. Jones on the right boards, up to the point. And then Kulak will bring it across the line to Stetcher down the left wing towards the net. The shot, a save by Comrie, covered it up before Jones could get to the rebound, but Stetcher with the opportunity down the left wing.
Well, they were so concerned on Connor McDavid in the mid-slot that they gave a little bit of time and space there to Troy Stetcher, who went from right defense to the left side.
Face off to the right of Comrie.
One of the things that's going to happen here for Phil is he's got to win draws. He's 0 for 4 in this game.
Sandberg out through the middle for the Jets to center ice. To Kyle Connor. He'll shoot it off the right corner boards in the Edmonton zone. Kulak to Stetcher. Stetcher got it out off of Kapanen. Iafallo at center ice to DeMello, and he'll drill it in. And a rim on the left. Stetcher across to Kulak. Kulak out through the middle. Sandberg has it inside his own blue line. Now to DeMello. Cross ice. He's looking for Scheifele. And that's broken up by Philp to Kapanen down the right wing. A shot off the arm of Comrie. Kulak on the left side in the corner. Got it to Kapanen. Couldn't get a pass back to the slot. Sandberg to the blue line to Iafallo and into his own end for DeMello. DeMello across to Sandberg. Sandberg across to DeMello. 5 minutes gone here in the second. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Kulak gets control for Edmonton. Left wing to Janmark into the Jet zone. Stops on the left side. Into the corner for Podkolzin. Was in behind the net. Got caught up in the skates of the referee for a second. DeMello stick snaps.
It's your fault. The ref sits there and basically picks Podkolzin on the play. And then Podkolzin leans in to get the puck battle. You might as well give an assist for giving them a power play.
Edmonton penalty number 92. 2-minute minor, slash in.
You can tell I didn't like that sequence.
All right, well.
I better see that the other way here. The next time we see a slashed...
Second power play of the game for the Jets. Oiler penalty kills brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. 1-0 Oilers here in the second. 5:16 gone. Face off to the left to Stuart Skinner.
And that's one of Edmonton's better penalty killers with Podkolzin as well.
To the right point, Miller has it. On the right wing to Kyle Connor behind the net to Scheifele. Left side to Perfetti. It goes off his stick to the blue line where Miller can keep it in. Rim it on the right. Connor at the top of the circle for the Jets. Into the right wing corner. Top of the circle to Perfetti, all the way across. Scheifele shot, and it's saved by Skinner. The rebound goes right to Stetcher, and he'll find room and get it down the ice.
So we know Wallman's going to come back, and we know that, it's not immediate that Ekholm would be theoretically back. So the Oilers are going to have to get some other guys killing some penalties here. Good opportunity for a couple guys right now.
Scheifele into the Oiler end to Kyle Connor on the right wing. To the point in the middle on the blue line. Miller to Connor on the right, top of the circle. Into the corner for Iafallo. Back to Connor to Miller. His shot, that doesn't get through. Comes back to Miller on the left. The one-timer, rebound, scores. Scheifele took the shot. Iafallo got the rebound and ties the game at one.
Better see a call the other way here coming up. That's all I'm going to tell you. And they got enough of their first unit still playing, right? I mean, Iafallo's not normally on the first unit power play, but unfortunately, Kulak had a chance to make a play, couldn't get the puck out in a bang-bang play down low, and then they quickly wheeled it in and fired the puck. And you can see Connor, like McDavid, he's having a conversation. Those sort of slashes on sticks have been allowed all game.
Iafallo gets his 15th of the year. 6:16 time of the power play goal. Iafallo's got points in 4 straight. And this game's tied at 1. Bouchard out of the Oiler end to McDavid. Off the right wing boards. He'll go after it in the Jet zone. Right wing corner. He stops to the point to Bouchard. To McDavid. Back to the line. Nurse a shot and a right pad save made by Comrie. Nurse again from the blue line. That misses. McDavid off the right wing boards. to Arvidsson. Comes to the top of the circle. Hacks it in behind the Jets net. DeMello lost it. McDavid to the left wing with it for Edmonton in front of the goal off of Arvidsson, but it didn't go on net, and it's cleared out by Barron. It'll go up on end. It'll be icing against the Jets as the Oilers come back with a good shift right after the Jets goal. Scheifele and Miller, the assists on the goal by Iafallo.
I mean, as long as they have Scheifele and Connor, they're going to have a dangerous power play. I mean, that's their top two scores.
Even without Morrissey.
Even without Morrissey. The Oilers' power play is not the same. I mean, for a few games there, it didn't have Draisaitl and McDavid. Now it doesn't have Draisaitl and RNH Hyman. It's a completely different looking power play as a result. And again, we expect everybody available on that first unit power play for game one of the playoffs.
It's up against the boards inside the Jet zone to the left wing point to Nurse. Across to Bouchard. Walks to the middle to Nurse on the right wing. A snapshot save made by Comrie. The puck loose, and now Comrie covers it up. Derek Ryan desperately trying to get to it, but Comrie found the puck and held on. We're going to take a break. 7.5 gone here in the second. Tied at 1. The Oilers and the Jets from the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg, Oilers and Jets tied at 1, 7.5 gone here in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer as a faceoff will be in the Jet zone to the left of Comrie. Shots now 16-10 in favor of Edmonton. McDavid, Skinner, and Brown out there with Bouchard and Nurse. Scheifele taking the draw for the Jets.
Edmonton's been the better team 5-on-5. Jets have had 2 power plays and scored on 1. The Oilers have had way more chances 5-on-5.
Goes to the right point. Bouchard towards the net. Glove saved by Comrie. Saw it the whole way. He'll get another face-off in the Jet zone.
And if you don't think that Eric Comrie isn't jacked up to play against the Edmonton Oilers, you got another thing coming. Of course, his father, Bill, a former Edmonton Oil King before he became a very successful businessman running the Brick. Owned the BC Lions at one time, the CFL.
Left wing McDavid towards the goal. The shot saved by Comrie. Puck into the right wing corner. It's McDavid up the right wing boards. To the top of the circle, checked by Kyle Connor. The Jets, he will get it out. Left wing to Scheifele, off of him and in. Scheifele shoveled it through the slot. There was nobody there for the Jets. Goes all the way down the ice. Sandberg, left corner. Could not get it anywhere past Connor Brown. Connor Brown's stick snapped. And up the left wing out to center ice, Kyle Connor. To Scheifele into the Edmonton zone.
Good play by Dineen.
Dineen took it away. And it's Cam Dineen to center ice. To Jeff Skinner. will dump it in off the left wing boards. Fleury in behind his net. Right side for Heinola. Cross to Perfetti. Will poke it up the right wing. Bud Colson to get to it. Zone for Emberson. Along the boards, but Niederreiter will keep it in for the Jets. He's in the left wing corner. Niederreiter behind the net. He's looking for Nemesnikov. Arvidsson got in, but it goes back to Niederreiter. Centering pass, and Perfetti's stick was lifted, and the puck comes out. 9 minutes gone here in the second. Tied at 1, Oilers and Jets. Puck shot into Edmonton territory. It's on the end boards. Perfetti out of the right wing corner to Nemesnikov in front of the goal and right to Arvidsson of the Oilers, and he can bring it to center ice. He's through the middle. He's in over the line. Left wing. Kulak shot saved by Comrie. Rebound, and Comrie got that too as Arvidsson followed the play up and got another chance.
Oh, good rush up the ice there from the Oilers. And Arvidsson freed the puck up for a look. It was in a little tight on the pass across to Kulak, who scored a lot of goals early, hasn't scored a lot lately. Of course, I mean, you're not looking for, more than 4 or 5 goals a year. Kulak's, right now he's the number 4 defenseman on this team, but he's had a decent year. A little bit of a drop-off over the base, much like his teammates, since the Four Nations face-off.
Puck to Kulak. His shot save made by Comrie. Lots of traffic in front of the net. Stanley to the corner. In behind the net to Miller. And Miller up the left wing for Winnipeg. Will get it out. For Tanev. Stood up at the Edmonton blue line. And Barron will get the puck in on the right wing to Appleton. Towards the goal. Just missed Tanev for the tap in. And it's in the right wing corner. It's Troy Stetcher for Edmonton. Through the middle to Adam Henrique. At the center ice line, will dump it in on the backhand. Stanley behind his goal to Miller up the right wing. Now to Appleton, rolled off his stick. Tanev gets it for the Jets. And as he dumped it in, that's still offside. Tanev doesn't realize it. Won't matter. Nurse brings it out. Nurse into the Jet zone. Left wing to Brown to McDavid. Towards the net. Pass across. Oh, that one went off of Miller, and Comrie could cover it up. McDavid was trying to find Nurse on the right wing. And that play, unfortunately, didn't connect. We'll take a break. 9:49 to go in the second. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Jets from the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oil Country, you never miss an Oilers game. Join your fellow fans at Molson Canadian Oil Country headquarter locations every game day. Visit oilcountryhq.com to find out where you can enjoy the game next with a pint of Molson Canadian, the official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
All right, give me something big.
The Ford It's a Big Deal event is on.
Bigger.
Get a big truck and an even bigger deal.
Love it. Now the details.
Right now, lease a 2025 F-150 STX with the black appearance package from $220 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 24 months with $43.75 down. That's like $110 weekly.
Now bring it home.
Plus, there's a $750 bonus for eligible Ford owners. Hurry into your Alberta Ford store. Visit Ford.ca today.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 73, 73, 73. Pizza 73.
Oil Country, you never miss an Oilers game. Join your fellow fans at Molson Canadian Oil Country headquarter locations every game day. Visit oilcountryhq.com to find out where you can enjoy the game next with a pint of Molson Canadian, the official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, tied at 1. Oilers and Jets, 9:49 to go in the second period. Face off to the right. Jets netminder Eric Comrie. Puck to the left wing point. Nurse down the left wing boards for Brown. Brown pass to the middle, and Skinner all tied up. Loose puck to Sandberg. To DeMello on the right wing. Dumped to the ice by Skinner. They dig it out. It's Jeff Skinner towards the net in front of the goal. That goes off of Brown. The save made by Comrie, but a hooking penalty coming up to the Jets. The Edmonton Oilers with 9:28 to go here in the second period. They're about to get their first power play of the evening. Scheifele going to the box.
Scheifele with the reach infraction. Maybe Skinner, a hard stick, won a puck battle down low. The Oilers' power play, 24.8%. It's been over 25% for the last 5 seasons. Never in NHL history has a team had a 25% power play 6 years in a row. Because Edmonton was the first power play to be 25% or more for 5 straight years. So I know that no team's ever done it for 6. Now, the penalty killing for Winnipeg's average, 15 to the league, 79.2.
Oiler power play. It's brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Fans don't like that one.
No, they don't like the call. Face off to the right of Comrie, puck to the blue line. Bouchard in the middle, now on the right to McDavid. It skips off his stick. He can get it back to the point. Bouchard over to Arvidsson. His one-timer goes off of Barron. And the puck on the end boards in the Jet zone. Edmonton trying to dig it free. Barron has it in his skates. Arvidsson got it free to the point for Bouchard. On the right wing to McDavid. McDavid towards the net. Cross-ice pass. It hit Henrique and then sent to the blue line. Bouchard on the right wing to McDavid. Right side. Fanned on his pass. Gets it back. Still has it. Right corner to Henrique. To McDavid. Kicks it across. And Perry unable to get a shot. Puck in the left corner. McDavid behind the goal. Over to the right. Out to Perry. And he's unable to get a shot again. This time it goes to the right corner and it's McDavid. For Henrique towards the net, put it off the side of the goal.
Wow, he almost scored there.
To the right corner, McDavid in behind the goal, to the left, in front of the net, and that's off of DeMello. Rimmed by Henrique to the right point. Bouchard to Henrique, to McDavid, left side, Arvidsson shot, and he whistled it wide on the short side.
It's a 5-on-3 now.
Barron's lost it, his stick is broken. Puck on the right side. And it's Bouchard to the middle of the ice. Oilers still in the power play, another 35 seconds. Right wing corner to McDavid. Out to the slot. Henrique off the crossbar. And the puck in the high slot. And Arvidsson will keep it in. To Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid. McDavid to the middle of the ice. Has to go to the right wing now. McDavid still has it. McDavid to the blue line. Bouchard doesn't shoot. To Arvidsson left wing. To Bouchard over to McDavid. The shot, and that one hits Sandberg. Sandberg can't get up. Perry to Arvidsson. His shot, and that one hit the goaltender. Comrie up in the air. It goes. Sandberg can't get up. Penalty is over. On the right side, Bouchard to Perry across. Scores! At the side of the net was Adam Henrique, and he bats it in. And the Oilers have a 2-1 lead, and Sandberg about to be attended to, and the crowd is not happy.
I mean, are you supposed to give the puck up on the power play in a 1-1 game in that situation? Maybe in men's league, but this is not men's league. And unfortunately, Sandberg ate all of that shot. He's a critical player for this team. He's really emerged this season, and that one stung him good. McDavid will not get an assist on the goal, but the Oilers will take a 2-1 lead as Adam Henrique has his 12th goal of the season.
12:39 time of the goal, and Edmonton has the 2-1 advantage. It'll be an even strength goal. The penalty had expired.
Should be Perry and Arvidsson on the assists. No, maybe not. Hold on a sec here.
Barron's stick had broken. Sandberg was unable to get up.
Bouchard and Perry.
Okay, Bouchard and Perry. And the Oilers take a 2-1 lead on the goal by Adam Henrique. Kulak inside the Edmonton blue line over to Nurse. You can hear the crowd voice their opinion on that. As Brown will dump it in. Starting to get surly here at the Canada Life Center. And the puck lost in front of the net, poked towards the goal, and a save made by Comrie after Brown got it on net, and it's cleared out. Todd Colson on the right wing. Off the boards and in. Miller behind the goal for Stanley. 2-1.
Miller got stung on a hit from Bowles.
Perfetti got it in over the line for Niederreiter, and he can't get a shot away. Puck gets into the corner. Emberson along the boards. Right side to Kapanen, into the slot. To Janmark, to Kapanen. He'll come down the right wing for Deneen. Into the jet zone.
That was a hook. They got away with one there.
Along the boards. Jones, right corner. Off the right wing boards to the point for Kulak. Right side to Janmark. Left point, Kulak shot, and that goes off of Perfetti, and Perfetti can get it out. And the puck's in the neutral zone. 6 minutes to go here in the second. 2-1, Oilers lead. Adam Henrique with the go-ahead goal. Left side, Jones into the Jets' end to the end boards. Philp after it to Jones. Jones goes behind the goal to Philp. Philp waiting. Philp on the right, looks in front of the net. He put it off of Comrie. Comrie will cover it up. Jones was trying to get his stick on it, and he got knocked down by Fleury. With 5:43 to go here in the second period. We're going to take a break. The Oilers have a 2-1 lead on the Jets from the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
End of the Road Flooring Centers is not only Canadian owned and operated, but we've been your go-to flooring center since 1986. The reason is simple. We make your flooring project easier. Rather than a tiny sample, upload a photo of your room at endoftheroll.com and instantly see what your dream flooring looks like in your house. Thousands of styles just clicks away. End of the Roll Flooring Centers. We've been flooring Canadians for 4 decades. Visit endoftheroll.com.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they're the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and home payments, no interest for 1 year. 5:43 to go here in the second period. 2-1, Edmonton leads. Connor Brown and Adam Henrique have scored for the Oilers. Alex Iafallo has the goal for Winnipeg. Brown's got goals in 3 straight games, and Bouchard now has a 4-game point streak. Face off in the jet zone to the left of Eric Comrie. Ryan Perry and Henrique out with Kulak and Stetcher. Tornado's taking the draw for Winnipeg. Oilers are at home tomorrow. Last home game of the regular season, the Los Angeles Kings will be in town. Puck to the blue line. Kulak on the left. Tried to get one through, went off shin pads. Goes over to the left wing, though, and Perry to the corner, and Stanley goes in behind his net for Winnipeg. For Gustafsson. Henrique is able to get it loose. Henrique battles. Puck bounces around a bit. Comes back to Henrique. To the point, Stetcher over to Kulak. Kulak into the slot for Ryan. Has to go to the left wing to Kulak. His shot, and that one went off of Corey Perry. And it's in behind the net, and Perry has it. Perry to the blue line to Stetcher. His shot off of Tornado. To Stetcher on the right wing point. To Kulak on the left. Couldn't get a shot. He'll get it back. He'll wind it up. He will shoot it just wide. Perry was looking for the redirection to the right wing point. Stetcher down the right wing boards off of McDavid's stick. Stanley will rim it, and that hits somebody at the Edmonton bench. 2-1 Oiler lead here in the second period with 4:43 to go.
Well, real good sustained couple shifts there from the Edmonton Oilers. No question about that, Cam.
Yes. Put some pressure on here. Faceoff's just going to be outside the blue line after that. All right. Puck drop. Fleury into his own zone. Up the left wing to center ice. Tanem's pass goes right off of McDavid. David into his own end for Bouchard. And Bouchard in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard waits in behind the goal. Steps out. Long pass to Skinner. Into the Jets and broken up by Barron, and he put that into the Oiler bench. So we'll get a face-off inside the Jet zone. Be to the left of Eric Comrie. No scoring in the first period. Connor Brown and Adam Henrique here in the second. Alex Iafallo for Winnipeg. Winnipeg goal on the power play. Henrique's goal was just after an Oiler power play. Philp into the face-off circle with Scheifele. They drop it to Mello. Left wing up in the air. Gets it out. Scheifele to center ice. Cross-ice pass. Hit the stick of Philp. And it's Emberson on the right wing corner. And then we'll skip it out to center. Hana left the right wing, but Jones able to just get it into the Jets' end. It comes up near the blue line. Kapanen into the right wing corner for Philp. We'll go behind the goal to Jones on the right side. Cycling the puck for Kasperi Kapanen to Philp behind the net. Got shoved down to the ice by DeMello. Scheifele with the puck. Up the left wing for Kyle Connor. Into the Edmonton end on the right side. To the right corner, now behind the net. Centering pass. And that one to Iafallo back to the line to Miller. Off the post as Miller hit the post on the glove side of Skinner. Miller right point again. Shoots it wide of the net. Scheifele to the left wing point. Hana across the line. And reading that was Kapanen. And he'll bring it out down the left wing. Edmonton making changes. Kapanen dumped down but gets back up. Gives the puck to Janmark. He'll go in behind the Jets goal. His pass looking for Podkolzin and just misses. Kyle Connor out from behind his net on the right wing. Ran out of real estate. Gets to the blue line. This time Connor is able to grind that out to center ice to Scheifele. He'll shoot it in. 2:45 to go in the second. 2-1 Edmonton leads. Stetcher on the left wing to Podkolzin. Roll it in. It'll go right to Comrie. He'll cover it. And there'll be a face-off in the Jet zone.
What do you think of the DeMello play down low back behind the goal on Philp? That looked pretty close to a cross-check to me.
And it's in a tough spot because Philp's close to the board. Not against the boards, but close to the board, so it's dangerous.
It's a cross-check that was called last year for the first half of the season. They stopped calling it.
Henrique will take the face-off up against Nemesnikov. Stanley in behind the net with it. Up the left wing for Niederreiter. Look at the center ice. Shoots it in. Perfetti to the right wing corner. Lost it to Henrique. Henrique's pass off of Niederreiter to the middle of the ice. And Henrique off the left wing boards to get it out. Nemesnikov. Left wing to Perfetti. He'll shoot it in. Most of the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Nemesnikov against the boards. The battle with Henrique goes into the skates of Niederreiter. Chopped to the middle of the ice, right to Derek Ryan. Ryan will get to center. He's able to shoot it in. Fleury's going to go back for it. Corey Perry right on him. Just across to Nemesnikov. Nemesnikov spins up the right wing, won't get it out. McDavid steals down the left side to the net. The backhand save made by Comrie. Got it with a right pad. Jeff Skinner, his pass out to McDavid, left wing to Brown off the outside of the post. Brown on the left wing. He'll get to the top of the circle. Brown for McDavid. Goes right by Perfetti. Then it went off his stick. Back to Perfetti. Perfetti on the right wing to Niederreiter into the Oiler end. The shot and the save made by Skinner. He'll hold on to it. Minute 15 to go in the second. 2-1 the Oilers lead.
Did that one, was there a miscommunication between Skinner and McDavid?
I think so.
That's what I think happened there, because they had puck possession and McDavid drove the net hard, and Comrie's had a heck of a game.
Yes.
I mean, the shots are 25-11 for Edmonton. And Brown hit the side of the post. Any kind of luck at all, that hits Comrie and goes into the net for the Oilers.
Yeah, Connor Brown with goals in 3 straight. This is 599th NHL game. It's in the slot. It goes to the blue line. Miller, his shot saved by Skinner. And the rebound just chopped over the Edmonton net and the puck on the right wing. Along the boards, McDavid to the blue line. Rappleton will keep it in. We're into the last minute here in the second period. It's into the slot. Barron lost an edge. Puck went off his stick. Jeff Skinner couldn't get it out. Tanev will keep it in. Now cleared out by Stetcher. The Brown comes into the jet zone through the middle to McDavid. Forced over to the left wing. Brings it across the blue line. Now on the right, Podkolzin shot saved by Comrie. Appleton out to the neutral zone to Barron. He'll dump it in. 25 seconds to go here in the second period. Out from behind his net was Janmark for Nurse. Go inside his own zone. Now to Podkolzin. Through the middle of the ice to Janmark. Off his stick. And it goes into the left wing corner. Janmark behind the goal. Rims on the right. Bouchard on the right side. Go off a leg. It came out. Podkolzin off his stick. And the second period will come to a close. Oilers will take a 2-1 lead to the dressing room through 40 minutes of play. And Edmonton had a lot of really good chances in that period. I mean, if Eric Comrie isn't sharp, Oilers can have a bigger lead.
Well, the shots were 16-5 in the second period for Edmonton. And, I mean, the Jets got a power play goal. The Oilers got one late as the power play had elapsed. In a sequence that, Dylan Sandberg ate a puck off the back of the leg. Oilers up 2-1. They played pretty well. Both teams sitting out some good players, but the Oilers will carry the lead till the third.
That's where we sit through 40. Connor Brown scoring for Edmonton. So did Adam Henrique. Alex Iafallo, he's got the goal for the Jets. 2-1, Edmonton leads through 40 minutes of play. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the second intermission for you when we come back. From the Canada Life Center of Winnipeg, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't dig past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Here's what's new at 880ched.com.
880 Ched and Jubilations Dinner Theater want to celebrate you. As a thank you to our amazing listeners, Eileen Bell will be hosting a listener appreciation night at Jubilations Dinner Theater's production of The Big Bang Parody, a musical, on April 23rd. Head to 880ched.com for your chance to be part of Listener Appreciation Night.
Get your name on our insider list today and keep up to date on pre-sales, contests, and more. Visit 880ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
DeMello goes behind his net for the Jets. Up the left wing to Iafallo. Checked by McDavid. In front of the net to Brown. Scores! Connor Brown gets the pass from McDavid. And it's 1-0 Edmonton.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the second intermission. We're at Studio B. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown with you as the Oilers have a 2-1 lead after 2 periods of play in Winnipeg against the Jets. There were some interesting turnovers in that period, Rob, and the Edmonton Oilers certainly took advantage of a bad one by the Jets on that McDavid to to Connor Brown, 13th of the season, even strength goal.
Well, the turnovers are being created by good plays by the Oilers on the forecheck. They're tenacious. They aren't quitting on plays. Getting their sticks in passing lanes, getting their sticks on sticks. The Oilers have been very good. They've been the quicker team in this hockey game. And when you're in the offensive zone and you're tenacious and you don't quit on plays, you create mistakes by the opposition. And the Winnipeg Jets missing a couple players on their back end tonight. No Josh Morrissey. Some guys getting some elevated ice time. And because of that, there's been more turnovers, more mistakes by the Jets in their own zone, and the Oilers are capitalized.
We talked on the pregame show about staying away from penalties because the Winnipeg Jets, with the number one power play, both overall in the National Hockey League and first in the NHL when it comes to home ice. And they moved it around quite nicely. Oilers couldn't clear, and then Alex Iafallo bangs home the rebound. He laid down the bunt pretty nicely, but a power play goal to tie it up. Stuart Skinner, I've liked the way he's played here through this entire game, even though, on that particular one, couldn't stop it. But nonetheless, it's a good outing for Stu.
Well, it is. I mean, first, the power play, the Jets are good. And if you take penalties against them, you're going to give them opportunities to create offense. And so far in this game, the only offense the Jets have gotten has been on their power play. So in the third period, that'll be something that the Oilers got to be very conscious of, stay out of the box. As for Skinner, he's been good, but not really tested. I mean, I don't know what the Jets have for shots in the game, something like 10 or 12 at most. So this is it's been a nice effort by Skinner. He's looked calm. He's looked controlled. He had absolutely zero chance on the goal against. But the Jets really have not created a whole lot of stress on Stuart Skinner or the Oilers in their own zone, and that's a good thing. So they've been a very good defensive team so far tonight. The Oilers in front of their goaltender coming back from injury.
You're very good on your stats here. I've got the stat sheets right in front of me. Oilers out shooting the Jets in that period 16-5. Overall 26-12. So you were bang on with your estimate of 12 in that particular time frame. Hey, that Skinner, Connor McDavid, Connor Brown line seems to be getting it going too. It's really great to see. Moving it around.
Everyone on the Oilers are playing well right now. From their top line down to their fourth line. All of these players are auditioning for spots in the playoffs. Nobody knows what the Oilers lineup is going to look like a week from now because of injuries, and everyone wants to be part of it. I don't know if the playoffs start tomorrow. Brown and Skinner are playing with Connor McDavid, but here's their opportunity, and they've been good. When you play with Connor McDavid, when given opportunities, you have to bury it, and that was really nice hands by Connor Brown, who, like Skinner, like Henrique, like Bud Colson, all had slow starts to the season offensively, and all have been very good as of late. They've been given extra ice time. They've been on the power play. They're getting more minutes with all the injuries, and they've shown what they're capable of doing. But, yeah, that line has been good tonight.
Now, I know that the Jets played last night in Chicago, but nonetheless, the Oilers, you're right, are jumped all over them early here. And, we'll see what Winnipeg's got in the third period. But I'm with you. The Oilers just got to keep doing the same sorts of things here in the third period. And I'm guessing that's what the coach is going to be telling the guys. Just keep rolling.
Well, they're playing well. You want to have good habits at all times, no matter who's in the lineup for you. You should have a team identity. And the Oilers right now are playing against a very good team, Winnipeg, albeit not their real lineup tonight, but a good hockey club, and you want to continue to have good habits. The playoffs are 2 games away. So when you check on the defensive side. When you get to the red line, you make sure you get that extra step, get the puck in your own zone. Make sure that you're staying in shooting lanes, passing lanes. All those are things that doesn't matter if you're a 50-goal scorer, you're a 5-goal scorer. You should be capable of that because that's the identity of your team. And so far this last stretch of games, the Oilers have been very good with all these players out of the lineup because they're playing to their identity. And tonight's just another good example.
I can't believe we're just 2 games away from the start of the playoffs. And I could tell by your eyes the other night at Studio 99 that player in you still comes out at this time of year. It's an exciting time, and you can tell by the fans and everything. It's great to be around the city when it's like this, isn't it?
It is, especially when you have a team whose aspirations are Stanley Cups. There'll be teams, if you're a fan in Seattle or Utah, or getting to the playoffs is a hope, and that's your whole goal. So there's a long stretch, like throughout the season, you're excited about every game because it could mean something later on. The Oilers are a perennial playoff team, and where they finish in the standings in the regular season doesn't mean a whole lot. It's what they accomplish come April, May, and June. Now we're just 2 games away from them. So yes, as a player, this is by far the best time of the season. There's nothing even close. The intensity, the emotion, everything just gets ramped up. So to me, I can't wait. There's 2 games left for me. I don't care where the Oilers finish in the standings. I just want no one else to have to leave a game. Let's stay healthy, and then we'll start this weekend against the Los Angeles Kings. That's why the Edmonton Oilers that's the only thing they've been focused on since losing the last game to the Florida Panthers last year. Let's get back to that same place again.
And the fun thing, too, is getting a chance to talk to some of the new guys in the locker room, because all they've heard about all season long from the other guys in the room is, oh, wait till you see how the city gets lit up and how excited they get when you get to the Stanley Cup playoffs. This is what it's all about. And you can see the excitement on their faces as well. They would like to get going as fast as they possibly can, but just got to play through the rest of these 2 games. So you just can't let it down a little bit. You don't want to get hurt, right?
Well, nobody on the Oilers is looking past these games because there's 7 or 8 guys that are out of the lineup that are coming back. So there's 7 or 8 guys in the lineup right now that won't be playing, and nobody wants to be that guy. So that is why you see tonight there's the Edmonton Oilers playing as well as they are. There's a bunch of guys trying to prove to the coaching staff that they should be in the lineup against the Los Angeles Kings in Game 1. So there is zero pullback from this team. They're playing, for a lot of these guys, they're playing for a playoff spot. And the emotion, the intensity, the urgency, the desperation, you can see it in their game.
Showtime, baby. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Brownie, thanks. We'll talk to you coming up on the post-game show, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, there's Rob Brown joining us, our analyst, and does a outstanding job. We'll talk to him coming up on Oilers Overtime in a little bit. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. It's 2-1 Oilers after 40 minutes of play in Winnipeg. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Ukrainians were left reeling across the province today. This after word that at least 30 people had been killed and over 100 others injured in the Ukrainian city of Sumy as people gathered to celebrate Palm Sunday. Officials say 2 ballistic missiles fired by Russia hit just after 10 a.m. with images from the scene showing lines of black body bags on the side of the road. It added to the focus of a rally that was held in Edmonton today to honor Ukrainians who are being held in captivity or have gone missing. Organizer Diana Kotsuba is the president of the Ukrainian National Youth Federation of Edmonton.
Just imagine you're going to church, you're going to work, and all of a sudden your life is taken away. The life of your child is taken away. It's unimaginable pain. You don't have to be Ukrainian to understand this. You just have to be human, and this all is about humanity today.
The latest attack came after a deadly missile strike on April 4th on President Volodymyr Zelensky's hometown that killed 20 people, including 9 children. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Freedom Ford is kicking off the new year with incredible savings. Save up to $16,000 on remaining 2024 models with 0% financing and huge discounts. It's the perfect time to upgrade to a brand new vehicle. Freedom Ford is making room for 2025 models, so these deals won't last long. Visit Freedom Ford today and start the new year in style. Don't miss out. Drive into 2025 with unbeatable savings before it's too late.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
The intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Hey, time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Looking around the NHL right now, after one period of play in Calgary, the Flames with a 2-1 lead on the San Jose Sharks. There's one other matchup. It goes at 8 o'clock tonight in Anaheim, where the Ducks will be hosting the Colorado Avalanche. Taking a look at what's going on around the league and what's been completed. It was 1-0 Islanders over the Devils in New Jersey. Bo Horvat with his 28th of the season, and Ilya Sorokin with 25 saves to pick up the victory there. In Ottawa, the hometown Senators coming up with a 4-3 victory over the Philadelphia Flyers. Thomas Chabot with 1 goal and 2 helpers in that one, and Anton Forsberg posting the win between the pipes thanks to 29 saves. Boston Bruins 4-1 over the Penguins in Pittsburgh. Elias Lindholm with 1 goal and 1 assist, and David Pastrnak with 2 helpers in that one for the Bruins tonight. Toronto Maple Leafs apparently addressed a full lineup because John Tavares picked up his 38th. Austin Matthews his 31st. William Nylander his 45th as the Leafs bounced the hometown Carolina Hurricanes 4-1. Nikita Kucherov with 2 goals and 1 assist. Buffalo taking it on the chin, losing to the Tampa Bay Lightning down in Florida 7-4. And I got to tell you what's going on with Bakersfield. They lost last night to Coachella Valley 4-2. They'll be hosting Abbotsford on Wednesday, and then they'll close out their season coming up next weekend. And at the Masters this afternoon, Rory McIlroy wins on the first playoff hole over Justin Rose, and with that, he becomes the 6th player in history to complete the Grand Slam. That's the out-of-town scoreboard and a little bit more, and it's brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The third period is coming up next. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. There it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back!
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg, the Edmonton Oilers, Winnipeg Jets are getting ready for the third period of play. 2-1 Oilers lead. Connor Brown and Adam Henrique scoring for Edmonton. Alex Iafallo has the goal for the Jets. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer as we get ready for this third period. Janmark, Arvidsson, and Podkolzin will start it off with Kulak and Stetcher for the Oilers. Nemesnikov taking the draw. Nemesnikov on the ice with Niederreiter and Perfetti on the back end, Miller and Stanley. And Miller's got it for the Jets, and he'll take it back into his end. But he is being pursued by Podkolzin. He'll get it up the left wing to Niederreiter through the middle of the ice off of Perfetti. And now Perfetti on the back end will play it in. Kulak through the middle over the stick of Arvidsson. It'll be an icing call. Just 25 seconds gone here in the third period.
The Jets, as you know, a very good team. They've secured the President's Trophy. But they'll be concerned about Sandberg blocking that shot because he's had a great year for them. He's really basically worked his way into the top four and pushed a guy like Stanley into the third pairing.
Face off to the left of Skinner. Sandberg getting hit with a shot just before the Oilers scored the go-ahead goal. Puck goes to the blue line. Stanley on the right. That's picked off by Podkolzin. Now to Arvidsson. In over the Jet line. The shot save made by Comrie. And the rebound cleared out by Stanley. Skinner into his own end for Nurse. Over to Bouchard. Bouchard up the right wing. Was off of Connor McDavid. Logan Stanley for Kyle Connor. Into the Oiler end. The pass was looking for Iafallo off of Bouchard. Now shot in by Fleury. And Bouchard will go in behind the Edmonton net, out through the middle with it. Right wing to Jeff Skinner. A little far for him. Bounces into the Jet zone. Skinner now recovers it. Right wing corner to McDavid, to the blue line. Bouchard, shot, save made by Comrie. Puck on the right wing point. Nurse got it to just inside the line. Iafallo will get it out, and it's a glove pass from Bouchard to Nurse. And we get the whistle. Minute 24 gone here in the third. Edmonton up by a score of 2-1. Faceoff will be just outside the Edmonton blue line. Oilers at home tomorrow against Los Angeles. Last home game of the regular season. And the Oilers still have to go to San Jose on Wednesday to finish the regular season. Barron wins the draw. Hanel will shoot it in. Dineen pushes it in behind the Edmonton net. Emberson on the right side to Henrique. The right wing boards to Derek Ryan. Get it out through center ice. Miller inside his line, up the left wing to Hanela. Across to Appleton. Off the right wing boards in the Edmonton zone. Tanev chop it in behind the Edmonton net. Goes over to the left side. So it's Henrique behind his goal to Emberson. Up the left wing. He was looking for Perry. It missed him and it comes out. Barron hit the linesman. Puck along the boards at center ice. Hanelo will take it back into his own end for Winnipeg. To Stanley as he goes in behind the net. Now comes out from behind it. On the left side, Stanley up in the air. Bounced it into the Edmonton zone. Kulak gets it out to center ice. Gustafsson dump it in on the backhand. Turning on it, Kulak goes in behind the Oiler net. Reverses it to Stetcher. Long pass up the right side, but Stanley was there for the Jets, so they'll put it back in. It's still offside. Jets have to clear the zone. They do. And Stetcher, right wing to Kapanen. Center ice, rims the puck in. Podkolzin on the left. The left wing corner goes off of Philp. Puck in the left corner. Podkolzin up against the boards. He gets pinned. Philp trying to get it free. He does. Jams it free on the left side, but Stanley can go in behind the net with it for the Jets. Up the left wing to Gustafson. Gustafson to Sinterize. He'll shoot it cross corner. Nurse on the left wing to Podkolzin. 2-1, Oilers lead. We're here in the third period. Just over 3 minutes gone. 3:15 gone here in the third period as Arvidsson up the right side, cuts to the middle, gets in over the Jet line, goes over to the right wing boards, top of the circle to Nurse. All the way across, and Bouchard to the middle, and his shot couldn't get it through. Goes to Nurse on the left wing point, little snapshot, and a pad save made by Comrie. It's in behind the net. Arvidsson on the end boards. Pinned by Fleury. Goes to Nemesnikov on the right wing. He will get it out. Stetcher into his own zone with Niederreiter on him. Cross to Bouchard, through the middle, up in the air. It will get out. Miller inside his own blue line for the Jets. Over to Stanley. Up the left wing to Niederreiter. Able to dump it in. Kulak out through the middle. Up the left wing to McDavid. Got checked by Kyle Connor. Now in on the right wing is Scheifele. To Iafallo, to Mark Scheifele. Goes to the right wing corner, now in behind the Edmonton net to the left. His centering pass off a skate goes through the slot. Kulak on the left wing. Hit McDavid with it. It stays in, comes across. Scheifele to the middle to Connor, and that one missed his stick. And McDavid up to the Edmonton blue line, back into his own end. To Kulak, he'll go in behind the net.
This line clearly is given the license to forecheck a little bit more aggressively than some of the other Jets lines. I mean, again, they've got some good players out too.
Barron will keep it inside the Edmonton zone to Tanev, right wing corner, stops in the corner, makes a couple of moves in that corner, then taken to the boards by Henrique. Appleton will get it around to the left wing point to Fleury. To Mason Appleton, off the left side of the blue line, over to Fleury. His shot, and a pad save made by Skinner. And it's in behind the Edmonton net. Appleton to the left wing and lost it to Derek Ryan. Ryan with a move gets by Tanev. Down that right side, a shot saved by Comrie. Fleury will turn it in the left corner for the Jets and now come out with it.
Emerson just filled into Mello with a hit back behind the Oilers goal.
Fleury into the Oilers zone to the middle. The shot, and that was put over the net by Appleton. Didn't really get a lot on it. It's up against the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Henrique got it free for a moment. Appleton's pass right to Kapanen into the Oilers. The Oilers come out 2-on-2. Kapanen with Jones. They crisscross in over the line. Down the right wing, and then Kapanen lost an edge and lost the puck.
Kapanen's got a simple, that one hurt his ankle. He rolled his ankle on the play.
Miller through the middle to Gustafson. Kapanen goes slowly to the Edmonton bench. Jones in behind the Oiler net. It's the last thing the Oilers need to see. Puck back to the point. Heinola with a shot and a glove save made by Stuart Skinner. We're going to take a break. We played 6 minutes and 13 seconds of the third period. 2-1, the Oilers lead the Jets. We'll be right back from the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road just east of the Henday. Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the Powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
Did you hear what happened to Rick while he was building his fence?
Yeah, he hit a natural gas line. They had to evacuate his entire neighborhood at dinner time, too. I bet he didn't make any new friends that day.
It cost him a ton to get the line repaired. I wonder why he didn't get his underground utilities marked.
Don't be that person. If you're digging on your property, request a locate for natural gas lines. It's free and can prevent serious injury or financial loss. And you won't upset the neighbors. Visit clickbeforeyoudig.com. A safety message brought to you by ATCO.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Standing ovation for the Jets. They just announced that they are the President Trophy winners with that Washington Capital loss earlier tonight. And the Jets fans here at Canada Life Center show their appreciation for what has been an incredible regular season for Winnipeg.
So we're hoping in the case of Kapanen that he's going to be able to skate it off. But that looked like it hurt as he...
2-1 Oiler lead here in the third. Bouchard to Nurse. Goes in behind the net. We're 6.5 into the third period. Now to Bouchard. Through the middle to Janmark. Comes into the Jet zone on the right wing. To Arvidsson, right wing corner. To the left side. To the blue line it goes to Nurse. To the high slot for Janmark. Left wing corner to Podkolzin. Podkolzin will step out, shoot it off the outside of the net. Comes back to Podkolzin. And now played out to center ice, Niederreiter. At the Edmonton line, broken up by Bouchard. It goes to Arvidsson. Arvidsson will slow it down. Drop it back to Bouchard. Edmonton changes the forwards. They get McDavid on the ice with Skinner and Brown. Long pass, Jeff Skinner into the Jet zone. To the left wing corner it goes. Kyle Connor will quickly spin it and get out to center ice on the right wing to Scheifele. Into the Edmonton end. Unable to get a pass to Connor. Played off the glass, knocked down by Iafallo. Left corner to Connor. Connor to Iafallo, and McDavid gets back and breaks it up. It's in behind the Edmonton goal.
Emerson's had some pucks that he would have liked to have made better plays on.
Iafallo in the neutral zone to Scheifele. Off the right wing boards into the Edmonton end. Into the corner is Iafallo and Emberson. And Scheifele to the left wing point to Stanley. Left wing boards to Scheifele. Comes into the corner. Stops in behind the Oiler goal. Goes to the left wing. To the point, to Mello on the right, to Kyle Connor. He'll walk it to the net, never shot it. Now try to bank it off of Skinner. It goes through the slot, and Connor Brown through the middle of the ice for Edmonton. On the left wing, will dump it in. 2-1 Oilers lead. 8:20 gone here in the third period. Great to have you on board, wherever you are along the Oilers radio network
fine. He's back out there. Kind of looked bad, but he's back on the ice here.
Mello up the right side to Tanev. Off the boards and in. Dineen into the corner to Philp, but it goes just past him up near the blue line. Philp now gets it out. Going back is Fleury. It goes off his stick to Comrie. Plays the cross to Heinola on the left wing corner of his own zone. To Fleury, who's in behind the net. The left wing to Barron. Barron goes cross ice to Heinola. Into the Oiler end. Over to Tanev. Hit him right in the skate with it. Philp. Out through the middle, now down the right wing. Into the Jet zone, he'll shoot it, a hard shot, and the save made by Comrie on a good hard shot by Noah Philp.
He can shoot the puck, there's no question about that. And that was a heavy one, and you're not going to beat Eric Comrie from there, but not quite sure Noah got that one right where he wanted to. I think he's trying to pick a corner and he ended up shooting right in the middle of the crest.
Shots are 33-15 for the Oilers. But only up 2-1. Eric Comrie's had a big hand in that. Henrique to take the face-off against Toninato. Puck to the right wing point. Emberson to Kulak. Across the line, it does come out. Oilers have to regroup. Emberson to Kulak inside his own blue line. Up the left wing. Harry fires it across to Emberson. He'll snap the puck in. It rides up on the glass. Miller behind his goal to Stanley. A to the blue line. Corey Perry will keep it in for the Oilers. Miller to Stanley and behind the net. Stanley shakes off Henrique. Goes in behind the goal. The Tornado at center ice. And into the Oiler end. Tried to shoot it. Goes off of Kulak. Goes into the left wing corner. Tornado up against the boards to Gustafsson. On the right wing point for DeMello. Into the high slot. Perfetti, right wing for DeMello. On the left wing point. Heinola across the line. Cole Perfetti, right wing. DeMello will shoot it high and wide of the net.
The Oilers got caught on an overload, way too much time and space. They're lucky that wasn't a better shot to the net on the short side there on Skinner.
Dumped into the Oilers zone. Dineen. Long pass down the left wing. Jeff Skinner into the Jets end from the angle. Misses the net to the right side. McDavid had to go off his stick. Perfetti will get it out. Left wing to Niederreiter. To the left wing corner it goes. Dineen to McDavid. And McDavid get it to the blue line. Stanley's going to keep it in. We'll cross to Fleury. Into the right wing corner behind the net for Niederreiter. Left side to Perfetti. Left wing point. Stanley shot. That one blocked by Nurse. And the puck up the middle, and it's McDavid. Into the Jet zone. Cross ice backhand pass.
That one stung Darnell Nurse. He's hurting at the Oilers bench.
Perfetti into the Oilers zone. To the middle to Nemesnikov. Goes over his stick. Niederreiter hit the puck in the right corner for Perfetti. To Nemesnikov. Right wing point DeMello. Couldn't get it to the corner, and it was McDavid to Kulak, and he'll slow it up.
Paul Coffey's looking at Darnell down on the bench. Darnell has waved off TD Force for now.
Through the middle of the ice, Philp into the Jet zone. Cross ice pass just off the stick of Jones and wide. A right wing point, Kapanen will keep it in. 8:20 to go here in the third. 2-1 Oilers lead.
Phelps made some plays.
Had some chances too. Puck along the boards inside the Jets end. Kyle Connor got it up to the blue line. Jets still can't get it out though. Miller across to DeMello, the right wing off of Iafallo. Stuart Skinner to play it. Right corner for Bouchard, up the right wing for Kapanen. Get it high in the air. Perry after it into the left corner of the Jet zone. Wedged off of it by Fleury. Heinola to get it out. Cross ice for Scheifele. And then he had it peeled off his stick by Ryan. Comes into the Jets end to the middle to Perry. Scores! Corey Perry goes glove side upstairs. And the Oilers have a 3-1 lead.
Dallas used to have an old line called the Grumpy Old Men, a bunch of 30-plus-year-olds, and the Oilers got 3 on one line. What a pass by Derek Ryan. And Corey Perry has his 18th goal of the season. Not bad for a 39-year-old.
Corey Perry, great shot at 12:25 of this third period. And the Edmonton Oilers go up 3-1 here on the Winnipeg Jets. And center ice, Pod Colson will shoot it in. DeMello around the boards. It gets past Emberson and out. Dineen will wire it right back in. Left wing corner. Off of Janmark. In behind the Jets net it goes. 3-1 Oilers lead. We're here in the third period. Off the stick, Amberson goes into the Oiler end, into the slot where Janmark go in behind the net, rim on the left to Podkolzin. 7 minutes to go here in the third. Puck lifted up and out by Dineen. Dump back in by Barron. Emberson behind the Edmonton goal. Drop the puck to Bouchard. Bouchard waits. Shots are 34-15 for the Oilers. And they're up 3-1 here on the Jets. Shot out. Tornado right back in with it.
Nurse is back on, by the way.
Good
Look
to see. Long pass down the left wing. Jeff Skinner to Connor McDavid. Off the left side. Across to Brown. Just broken up at the last minute. Skinner in behind the goal. Skinner over to the right to the slot area. And it was sent to the blue line. And Nurse to Bouchard. Out to Brown. His shot blocked. He gets it right back. Down the right wing he goes. Into the corner to McDavid. Swings it up to the top of the circle. Now through the middle on the right wing. For Skinner, his shot, and that got blocked. It hit Fleury. Skinner across the blue line. To Bouchard, left wing McDavid. To Connor Brown. To McDavid. He's in the left corner. Out of the left side. His pass off a stick goes to the glass. Nurse into the slot to McDavid. Down the left wing. Bouchard shot misses on the short side. Fleury can get it out for the Jets. And it won't be hard enough for icing.
Edmonton's looking like a team that has played a bunch of games without a bunch of players. And Winnipeg's looking like a team that's not used to not having a bunch of players available to them. How's that? Is that fair?
I think that's fair.
The shots are 34 to 15 here for the Oilers.
3-1 Oilers lead the Jets. Through the middle, Emberson. On the left to Jones. Max Jones into the Jets end. Made a move. Put it on net. And the save made by Comrie as Jones walks that thing right to the goal. Good stop by Comrie. We're going to take a break. 5:13 to go in the third. 3-1 Oilers lead the Jets. From the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. edmontonsbesthotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. edmontonsbesthotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Canada Life Center, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-1 Oilers lead. 5:13 to go in the third period. Face off in the Jets end to the left of Comrie. Puck back to the blue line. Emberson, right wing corner to Perry. He'll go in behind the net. Oh, wrap it around the save made by Comrie. Puck to the left wing point. Kulak over to Emberson. A snapshot saved by Comrie. Had lost his stick, but he got it with the glove. Scoops it up with that glove. Got the whistle with 5 minutes to go in the third period. Connor Brown, Adam Henrique, and Corey Perry scoring for Edmonton. Alex Iafallo has the goal for the Jets.
Out-of-town scoreboard tonight. I just want to put this out there. You get a chance tonight to go on Twitter. Take a look. The WHL's just sent a tweet out. Gavin McKenna with a shorthanded goal did 2 reverse pivots on the same play to score. And it is something. He's going number 1 in 2026. WHL might have 4 of the first 5 guys drafted in that draft. I don't know if they'll be in the WHL then, but we'll see. Might be NCAA bound.
Aaron with a shot and a save made by Stuart Skinner. Harry goes in behind the goal. Only went to the corner. Appleton to the blue line to DeMello. Right wing to Appleton. A shot high and wide at the Edmonton goal. Derek Ryan got it out. Appleton at his own blue line. To DeMello. DeMello waiting. Holds onto it in his own end. DeMello to Stanley at center ice. He'll flip it in. 4:20 to go here in the third. 3-1. Edmonton leads Winnipeg. Puck comes into the Jet zone. Arvidsson on the right wing boards to the line, but there was nobody there for the Oilers. Bouchard had come out of the zone. And Connor along the left wing.
Play by Bouchard.
Bouchard steps up. And it's Jan Mark going in behind the Edmonton net. through the middle to Podkolzin. Now to Nurse. Nurse waiting. Long pass just off of Janmark. Goes right to the net. Comrie forced to stop it. Miller out of his own end. Through the middle of the ice to Scheifele. Lost it to Bouchard. Goes off a skate down into the jet zone. Hanel out the right wing. Off the boards. Gloved down by Jeff Skinner. He'll come in on the left. All the way across to McDavid. To the net. It went off his stick just as he was shooting it. And the puck comes out to center ice. McDavid in over the line, down the left wing, behind the net is pass, and that one partially blocked, went off of Scheifele. He'll get to the middle of the ice. Jeff Skinner went to shoot it, and he fanned on it. Hanel will clear it. Scheifele in the neutral zone.
They're going to pull Comrie here.
Still in there. Hanela, right wing. The right wing corner to Niederreiter. To the blue line to DeMello. Now to Nemesnikov, to DeMello, over his stick, and it comes out. With 2:49 to go in the third, Edmonton up 3-1. The pass between Nemesnikov and Hanela, and it's on net, so no icing. On the right wing, Kapanen for the Oilers. To the middle of the ice for Phil. Comes into the jet zone, to the net, and just wide of the goal. Phil off the right side. Couldn't get a shot. And Niederreiter to center ice. He'll dump it in off the end boards. Nurse to Bouchard. Bouchard up in the air, all the way down. Icing against Edmonton. 2:15 to go in the third. 3-1 Oilers lead.
And Scott Arniel is now going to pull Eric Comrie. Who do you want tonight post-game?
I don't know.
We already had Perry.
And he scored.
He's got an assist, too.
And an assist. Huh? He could still get in a tilt. They get a Gordie Howe out of him tonight yet. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Along the right wing boards. Kyle Connor to the line, and a shot by Miller doesn't get through. Connor has it right wing. Jet net is empty. Kyle Connor, right wing to Perfetti off his skate, goes over to the boards, and Philp up to the line, and Philp got it out. I follow at center ice. To Perfetti, to Scheifele into the Edmonton zone left corner. His pass, and that goes off a skate, rolls right to Skinner. He'll cover it. We got 1:45 to go in the third. It is a 3-1 Edmonton lead.
One thing I liked in tonight's game for Paul Coffey is the lefties played the left side and the righties played the right side. We haven't seen a lot of overloading with double righties, with Emerson and Stetcher in particular.
Face off to the right of Skinner.
37-18 for shots. But Colson and Arvidsson out here with McDavid. Only one center.
Emerson and Kulak on the back end. Puck goes to the blue line. Miller on the right wing point. Into the corner. For Kyle Connor, taken off of it by McDavid. And McDavid has it just inside his own blue line to the middle of the ice to Kulak. He'll shoot it to the empty net, but it's wide. And an icing call.
And the Oilers have struggled to put pucks in the empty net.
That is true.
Leon Draisaitl could probably have 55 or 56 goals. It's crazy. He's hit 2 posts.
Yeah. Face off to the left to Stuart Skinner. Down to 1:28 to go here in the third period. McDavid in the face-off circle is Scheifele. A puck to the left wing corner. Kulak high in the air and out. It's bouncing. Arvidsson's got it into the Jets end. The backhand scores! Arvidsson banked it off, a Jet skated in, and the Edmonton Oilers are up 4-1 with the empty netter.
Well, you need a little bit of luck, and Arvidsson pull cue ricochet off the defenseman's skate into the net.
And Arvidsson gets his 15th of the season. And the Edmonton Oilers up 4-1 here on the Jets. 18:40, time of the goal. Puck shot into the Edmonton zone. Dineen across to Nurse. Nurse off the right wing boards and out, off the stick of Kapanen. It's going to go right down towards Comrie. Just waited for it, now covers it as Max Jones almost got to it in time to get a chance.
All right, Chris Knobloch is going to be pretty happy with tonight's performance from Edmonton.
Should be. The 39 shots, up 4-1.
And I know the Jets sat a bunch of guys, but
yeah, and they played last night.
Right, but the Oilers didn't have some horses going either. You know, the leading goal scorer in the league, guy that had 100 points 2 years ago, guy who had 54 goals last year.
Nothing you can do about what the other team puts out there, you know. You just got to play the team you're up against. It's Anderson Dolan to the blue line. Heinola to the right point. Stanley shot off the end glass. Heinola in from the left wing. Goes in behind the net. Lost the puck. Right side, Phil to the blue line. Gustafson's going to be able to keep it in for the Jets. So we're down to 30 seconds to go here in the game. Dineen to center. Softly dump it in. Comrie will set it in behind the net.
Kulak and McDavid on the assists.
Yeah. Connor McDavid with a couple of assists. It's only 9 in the last 3 games. Up the right wing to Barron. 8 seconds left. Goes to center ice. Derek Ryan in over the Jet line. He'll dump it in. The Edmonton Oilers come into Winnipeg in a 4-1 win over the Jets. Oiler lineup very depleted due to injury. And that didn't matter. They outshoot the Jets 39-18, outscore them 4-1.
Well, they were better than them tonight. There's nothing, absolutely no other way to say it. Outshot them in every period. Winnipeg had about the first 6 minutes of this game, and that was it. And then the Oilers ramped it up, and you outshoot a team 39-18. Pretty convincing 4-1 victory.
Yeah, Stuart Skinner had to make some saves in the first period, and then after that, it was not nearly as busy. Not a lot of great chances for the Jets. And Edmonton gets the win 4-1 over Winnipeg. Now, Winnipeg has clinched the President's Trophy, but the Edmonton Oilers pick up their 47th victory of the year. Stuart Skinner improves to 25-18-4 on the year. In this, his 50th appearance of the season. He hadn't played since March 26th, so good to see him back in the lineup. Stuart Skinner was solid tonight. The Edmonton Oilers get the win 4-1. It was Connor McDavid with a couple of assists. And the Edmonton Oilers get the win. We can head downstairs. We got Cam Dineen standing by. You got Cam Moon. You got Bob Stauffer upstairs. Cam, your thoughts on the game here tonight? How'd you see it?
I thought it was a good game. Good game overall by us. I think we played really structured defensively. Stuck to the system, so it was an exciting one to be part of.
You got 14 minutes. You got a regular shift on the left side. The coach stuck with basically, lefty-righty combinations. You got to love it when, then Paul puts you out there in overtime against Montreal. This guy believes in you. That's got to help a guy coming up from the minors that hasn't seen a lot of NHL action the last couple of years, Cam.
Yeah, it's nice to, have them show that confidence in me. I think there's certain things that I do well, and I think they know what situations to put me in here to try to get me comfortable. So I'm real thankful for it.
How big a difference do you notice from the American League to the NHL?
It's definitely, a big jump. I think things happen quicker. Guys are bigger, a little bit faster. And I think overall, guys are just in the right spots too on your own team. So it's almost a little bit different of a game, but it's super fun.
Good stuff.
Cam, thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right, there was Cam Dineen downstairs. Edmonton Oilers get the win 4-1 here over the Jets. And for the Oilers, Bob, really, it's a lineup that was missing as many regulars as they were to play as well as they did here and be solid throughout this game. It's impressive.
Well, they got back one regular over the last 3 games, and all he's done is get 9 points and go plus 8 in the 3 wins. So, frankly, Connor McDavid looks he looks kind of back. and you wonder a bit just in terms of, what are I think for a lot of players, we've not seen Matthew Tkachuk back. Brady Tkachuk's been hurt.
Yep.
The Oilers have lost, Matthias Ekholm a couple times. And so, it's concerning with Ekholm, but McDavid looks like a different player since he has returned after getting a 3-week break.
It looks like a guy that's gearing up for the playoffs is what he looks like, and he has done that. 9 assists, 9 points in 3 games since coming back, and he was very good again tonight, which is of no surprise. The Edmonton Oilers are now down to the last 2 games of the regular season. They will host Los Angeles tomorrow. They will be in San Jose on Wednesday. Bob, what do you expect tomorrow against Los Angeles? Kind of a preview, I guess.
And I'm just going to be intrigued to see how the Oilers handle this. I think Nugent Hopkins is going to be close to a return, and then I'm wondering a bit about Draisaitl and Wallman. I don't think for a second Hyman's going to play, but I wonder about Leon and Wallman, and those are the two big, because it's a very different team if they get, again, the numbers are staggering, but Wallman's going to play 22 minutes a game now with Ekholm out on defense, and then you look at the Draisaitl's the only 50 goal scorer in the league this year. Hyman had a combined 70 goals between the regular season and the playoffs last year, and 2 years ago, Nugent Hopkins had 100 points. Those guys are 3/5 of the Oilers' top power play unit. They're a different team when they get those guys all in there. At what point do they all get back in? Yeah. And by the way, tomorrow I expect Quinn Hudson to be officially signed from Boston University. I expect him in the lineup Wednesday in San Jose.
All right, there you go. Bob Stauffer, breaking news on here. I love it.
Well, it's the worst kept secret in town.
I know. I'm just trying to pump your tire. The Edmonton Oilers, they get the win here tonight, 4-1 over the Jets. Oilers have won 3 in a row. They improved to 47, 28-5. The Jets, their 3-game winning streak came to an end. They are 55, 22-4. Connor Brown, Adam Henry, Corey Perry, and Victor Arvidsson get the goals for Edmonton. Alex Iafallo, he had the goal for the Jets. Our Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers postgame show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Cross ice for Scheifele, and then he had it peeled off his stick by Ryan. Comes into the Jets' end to the middle to Perry. Scores! Corey Perry goes glove side upstairs, and the Oilers have a 3-1 lead.
And, that's a guy that's scored over 400 goals in his career, knowing how to finish a play, and just a great shot. And that's the highlight zone for Century Casino, all in all games all season. 3 great locations, Edmonton and St. Albert next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. The Oilers win 4-1. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Legacy Heating and Cooling is the #1 heating and cooling company for people who want heating and cooling, because you'll save a bundle by bundling. Then you can use hot, cold, Come on, thermostat, do what you're told. Turn up the heat, turn up the cold, to the vents start pushing out tornadoes. Bundle my furnace with some AC. Gonna get a deal from Legacy. Oh yeah, save a bundle when you bundle your new furnace and AC from Legacy today. Plus no payments and no interest for 1 year. That's how you build your legacy. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Puck to the left wing corner. Kulak high in the air and out. It's bouncing. Arvidsson's got it into the Jets end. The backhand scores! Arvidsson banked it off. A Jet skated in, and the Edmonton Oilers are up 4-1 with the empty netter.
That's the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance goal of the game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. We bring aboard our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown, who's very happy because Rory McIlroy won the Masters. But the Master over the last 3 games has been Connor McDavid. He has 9 points and is +8 in those 3 games, and the Oilers have got 3 straight victories. injuries, and both teams down a bunch of horses. I mean, Winnipeg had some really good players not going, but those guys, the Oilers had 2 50-goal scorers from the last 2 years not play tonight, and another guy that had 100 points a couple of years ago up front. Both teams down some really good defensemen as well. Ekholm and Wallman for Edmonton, and obviously Morrissey and Pionk for the Jets, and they lost Sandberg in this one. Give me your overall assessment on what we saw tonight.
Well, I think you saw that when Connor McDavid's in the lineup, it changes your team. I think the Oilers' work ethic when Connor and Leon was out was very good, and they generated a lot of opportunities, but you were missing that one piece, the one that could just make it so much easier for you offensively. They get him back, and all of a sudden, nine goals he's been in on in the 3 games. The work ethic was good. We've talked, you and I, a number of games now. This is an audition for a number of players. Nobody knows what the Oilers lineup is going to look like for Game 1 against Los Angeles. And guys are auditioning to be in the lineup. Guys are auditioning to possibly be moved up in the lineup on different lines. And the work ethic and the desperation from those players has been fantastic. I mean, the fourth line, the Philp, Kappen, and Jones line, probably all sitting out Game 1, but they've been excellent this last little while.
I don't like. I just wish Philp. I just wish Philp, Rob, one more and here's something you can educate our listeners on. He's struggling more on the road in the face-off circle. Maybe explain the difference for centers between what happens on the road and what happens at home. Well, you have to put your stick down first. There you go. And that's a big advantage to the opposition. That's why they added that rule. It's a huge advantage for you to be able to put in second. But a lot of it is it's just learning. And most of the players that Philip's taking faceoffs against in the National Hockey League have been doing it for years. And you learn little things. You learn tendencies. The more he does it, the better he will become. Unfortunately for him, there's 2 games left in the regular season. It's hard to really soak all of that in. But he's been good. A couple of really nice plays offensively again tonight. That line has been good. Derek Ryan comes up. I thought Derek Ryan looked good in this hockey game. Yeah. And again, it wasn't the full Winnipeg Jet team, but they still had a pretty good group thrown out there, and Ryan looked fine. So I bring back the year the Vegas Golden Knights won the Stanley Cup. They suffered a ton of injuries during the regular season. They learned what their depth players were capable of doing because their depth players played, and they played big minutes and played in all situations. And come playoff time, even though they moved further down in the lineup, it was a confident group. And the Henriques and the Arvidsson and the Colsons and the Skinners and the Perrys all have a ton of confidence right now because they're getting way more touches, because they're getting way more ice time. That'll bode well when the Oilers go into the playoffs. Rob, great stuff.
Sounds good, Bob.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
You're tuned in to the Rogers postgame show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Perry to Arvidsson. His shot. No one hit. The goaltender, Comrie, up in the air. It goes. Sandberg can't get up. Penalty is over. On the right side, Bouchard to Perry. Across. Scores! At the side of the net was Adam Henrique, and he bats it in. And the Oilers have a 2-1 lead, and Sandberg about to be attended to, and the crowd is not happy.
That's the plus play of the night. It's brought to you by Catelli Protein Plus with the classic taste of Catelli and 17 grams of protein. It's the most delicious way to score with your taste buds. And on the ice as well. We go to the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Maple Leafs beat the Hurricanes. They claim top spot in the Atlantic in that game. Final score 4-1. William Nylander scores his 45th of the year. He's the closest man to Leon Draisaitl, who's been at 52 at holding because he's been out of the lineup for the last 10 days. Columbus Blue Jackets 4-1 over Washington. That enabled Winnipeg to claim the President's Trophy. Ovechkin got his 43rd. Tampa Bay a 7-4 victory over the Buffalo Sabres. No goals from Tage Thompson. He's got 44. So it's Draisaitl 52. Nylander 45, Thompson 44, Ovi 43. Boston beats Pittsburgh 4-1. First time ever that the Rangers, Boston, and Pittsburgh will all miss the playoffs in the same year since Pittsburgh's come into the NHL. And the Islanders beat the New Jersey Devils 1-0 in a game that is affectionately known as a broken window game. And that is when you have 2 tickets on the dash of your car. And you run inside to a convenience store and come back and your window's broken. And there's 2 more tickets put to the same game for you. That's the broken window game. So there you have it. The Calgary Flames must win tonight. And they are tied 2-2 after 2 with the San Jose Sharks. Colorado at Anaheim. Edmonton at home tomorrow night to L.A. Bakersfield Wednesday in action as they will take on Abbotsford. Very good Vancouver AHL affiliate. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
Let's go to tonight's 3 stars brought to you by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra Export or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. 3rd star tonight, he made 35 saves. Eric Comrie. 2nd star tonight, 2 assists for Connor McDavid. He's also +3 in the game. He's now got 9 points and +8 in 3 games since returning from injury. Adam Henrique with the GWG is tonight's 1st star. The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Oilers return to action tomorrow night in what will, I guess, be a preview of round 1 for the 4th consecutive year. It's the LA Kings in town to take on the Oilers. They're home and cool. They're waiting to play Edmonton. For my play-by-play partners this season, Cam